And we're back on Saturday?
Madness.
Welcome back, everyone. I know it's been a hot minute since we last played. I say a hot minute, it's the same amount of time that it always has been, minus a day. Yes, we're streaming on a Saturday, but don't worry, we will also be streaming again tomorrow. It's just a one-time thing. Schedules aligned for most of us, so we're able to do it. We just don't have an RK, and yet again we don't have Felix, but that's okay, because hopefully we should be getting Felix back next session, which should be tomorrow. Right. Let's get right into this.
So won't he enjoy what's coming next?
Last session, you guys had begun your journey and running away. However, you met up with a strange man by the name of Anarche, who claimed that he would love to follow along with you guys due to the strange trouble that you seem to be making for yourself, because that he wishes to fight all sorts of strong opponents, including, but not only mentioning, Kozuki Seryu, one of the big bad guardians of this entire island, who supposedly would be after you. After some simple level of persuasion, he was able to join the group, and you eventually went on your way to the southern border. You were then attacked by a singular member of the Seryu clan who was a scout. After defeating him and then persuading him that actually you guys were not the bad guys that you had conveyed to be in the footage of you prior, you eventually were able to subject him to a new truth. This new truth was actually you weren't the bad guys and you were running away due to two reasons, one of which was because that you wanted to go over to the other side due to espionage, and the other one is because that you did not want to be killed by the Seryu clan for being falsely accused. Eventually, you were able to persuade him into sending a signal to Kozuki Seryu, and eventually he spoke with you after a brief sparring match. He was able to determine that most of you were relatively of true hearts, and that he would listen to what you had to say. Upon finishing what you had claimed to be your plan of relative subterfuge in the southern side, but not actually going too far into detail due to whatever particular reason that you had, Cloak was able to persuade Kozuki into allowing all of you into his residence of the Seryu clan's house. Due to this, you have now been on your way for the last couple of hours back into the main centre of the northern region city. You've now made your way to there, and after 4 hours, making it around about 2 in the afternoon, you are now outside of the palace of the Seryu clan. In tow, you still have Anarche alongside you, and you obviously now have Jonathan Seryu, the man that you defeated, who is tagging along for this endeavour, and Kozuki leading the charge towards his own household. Now, this giant palace, it is rather beautiful. Basically a large amount of pagodas everywhere, but an even greater tower that stands in between this entire structure. It seems almost perfectly symmetrical, like 4 houses outside of a larger centre house. A very large garden, and there are multiple people standing outside of it. However, you will notice that there does not seem to be any large walls becoming a barrier outside of it, which is odd, as most places that you have been to have, such as the Suzaku estate and the Orochi estate. Now that you are here, Kozuki welcomes you to come to follow him onto the garden of the Seryu clan's household. He guides you in, and as you're sort of walking around, walking towards the main building, I want all of you to roll me a perception.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'm assuming this is a straight up perception. You can't use anything else.
Straight up perception, yeah.
Oh, dirty 20.
As perceptive as usual.
Rakia, why are you rolling with a +1?
shit. Sorry.
For perception of all things.
I mean, I'll just add 11 to that, so it's like 31.
You don't have to
it's like...
re-roll it.
Well, it's even more than 20 then, so it's just like... Sorry, I just looked at my modifier, but not my superpower modifier. I forgot to put like 11 on it.
Or something. Or
yeah.
It doesn't really matter. 20 is basically the bare minimum that you need. Well, that is the bare maximum that you need, really, because there's nothing really past that point.
Not going to get anything more for above that.
Yeah, pretty much. Adrian, you're not paying too much attention to the things around you, other than you can see a couple of kids playing around. You can see a couple of people around weapons. Again, you see the exact same thing. Rakia, you can swear that you can hear grinding from a grindstone, and even like the plumes of a sort of the smells of like the ashes and hearing the plumes of a forge somewhere, but you can't actually see it. You see that many of these different people are dressed in different types of attire, either modern-ish attire that could be more befitting of a Western society. You also see a lot more Eastern culture society garbs as well, including some ceremonial samurai armor, as well as some ceremonial samurai robes and garbs. As you walk through into the main doors, as they are opened by two very large armored hands by Kozuki, the doors swing open, and you are sort of treated to sort of a wondrous sort of like colours of different floorboards of wood. Many different inner beams are made of wood. It seems to be entirely made of wood, which may very well procure the obvious that this is supposed to be a traditional home that was probably built many years ago, probably even many decades ago. But it just seems a little odd for the current time that you guys are in, that it's just mostly made out of wood for its main inside structures. As you walk in, many people begin to sort of like run past all of you as they are sort of readying some sort of odd peculiarity of things. Either some of them are carrying different weapons, some of them are carrying food.
Can I roll insight?
Absolutely. What would you like to roll insight for?
I want to kind of know if they've somehow like interpreted why or how we're here, just from like either they've been contacted or they've just judged it by essentially Kozuki's entrance with us.
Okay, yeah, roll for it.
12.
It doesn't seem as though that they are massively aware that Kozuki was coming.
Yeah.
They're just rushing around, either because of the type of time that it is, or just because this is always how it is.
Wait, what is the time now?
Again, it's around about 2 in the afternoon.
Okay. Sure.
You then follow him through to the main hall of this entire place. As again, he opens up a door, but this time he opens up a sliding door. As it opens up to what seems to be a large sort of dojo-like area, and there are people training, clashing fake sort of weapons, like wooden weapons, broken and stuff like that, even staffs. As you then sort of see, they all stop when they hear him say, "Please leave. I must have this room alone with my new guests." They all then bow their heads and then place their weapons away on the guard racks, and then they eventually leave. He then ushers all of you in, and he then takes a seat in front of all of you and gestures his hand to allow the rest of you to sit in front of him.
Yeah, we do so. I predict. Well, I do.
Won't keep him waiting.
Yeah, no, I'll sit down as well.
Okay.
Carefully, kind of taking a measure of the area.
Adriana and Zachariah also sit down, as does Anarche. What about Adrian?
Oh, Adrian does sit down as well.
He then speaks. So, There are many things that we need to discuss, but the first thing is you are now welcome members of this particular palace. My family will look after you and make sure that you are well supplied. But we need to know two very large things about you. The first is exactly what is your intent with the southern region, as you have informed me that you are allies, and so far I see no deceit within that. But at the same time, there still seems to be a little claim to some kind of bond between them.
Can I make a gesture with my hand, almost as if for everyone to hold back on speaking in our group? Like, just kind of, I suppose, outstretch my two hands, like, out in front of whoever I can reach to around us.
Okay.
So as to see if, convey the idea that I'm speaking it. This is my thing, right? Because they like to mess things up.
I guess everyone could roll an insight.
Yeah, okay, I'll get the right modifier this time. Yay.
Yeah.
23.
You know what Cloak's laying down. Fletcher and Adrian, you don't really know why he's holding up both of his hands. You have no idea why. But he is, and he has. Rakia, you understand that it's because that he does not wish anyone else to speak at this particular moment.
Okay, can I just I assume I'm sitting next to Fletcher, because we are the bestest buds.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. I'll just sort of put my hand on his hand and just into gesture just to let him speak, to let Cloak speak.
Roll me a perception, Adrian. I want to see if you see this. Because if you see this, then you probably get exactly what Rakia means by it. Yep. The eyes of truth allow you to see exactly what is going on. You see Rakia making a gesture.
Suddenly get the notion that maybe Rakia does like Felix more than just a pupil.
I don't know.
Don't know in what fashion that means.
The perception is enough. You have an insight, unless if you want to insight and see if you can insight the relationship. No.
No.
Yeah, so you now
hey,
know.
They're like sisters now.
Yes, Cloak. Do you continue to speak, or do you let him finish what he is?
I'll let him finish first.
Okay.
But yeah, I just wanted to make that clear before anyone interrupts.
Fair enough. And the other is to see exactly what it is that you could do to help us. Of course, we will provide everything that is possible to help you, but we need to know exactly what we are getting from this relationship. Obviously, you are not exactly the scum and villainy that are trying to specifically propagate destruction of our systems, as we most originally thought. But of course, you are still new. Therefore, you are outsiders, and therefore, we could use your general green-faced approach. Roll me an insight, everyone. Or an intelligence.
Yeah, I'll roll insight.
I'm a roll insight too.
I'm
know what,
roll intelligence.
Oh.
Wisdom's pulling me down. I'm just gonna go intelligence, even though I have nothing in it.
Good.
Yeah.
You chose poorly. Most of you have figured out that when he said green-facedishness, he meant either fresh-faced, as in fresh-faced to the country, or green. But he kind of mixed the both up together. However, he seems to have not mentioned it, and most of you who have rolled an insight, because I'm assuming everyone has rolled an insight except for Fletcher?
I rolled
Except
intelligence.
for Fletcher.
Oh, okay.
Except for Fletcher. Oh.
Okay, Adrian, you know he said it wrong. You two know that he said it wrong, but you also know that he is just moving past it. Whether it's because that he either doesn't know, or he does know, but he is just too proud to be embarrassed by something.
I think the good possibility this is just one of their sayings now that we just don't know about.
Yeah. So to your particular English, you know that is not necessarily the saying, but it could be the saying based on the fact that he is currently speaking common tongue, even though that is a second language to them.
Hey, just know that Medmore could just be a saying in this country.
Yeah. But because that you are new to this land and potentially even complete foreigners, he then looks over at Cloak specifically when he says this could still mean that you are untethered to our current situations, and of course, our guilds. Our families and clans have ties to this particular place, and because of that, we of course have bonds. They would not entirely trust us, but you are untethered to their kind, their kin, their clans. And if you were, that is better. Because obviously if you were from here, they would not exactly trust you. So we could use you to help with the current situation. How much do you know about the current geopolitical situation that's going on between the north and the southern regions?
Well, actually, answering that question might also answer your others.
Go on.
But I'm afraid I must first respond to your questions with another question. What is your take on the pirates around here?
They have left us alone, but it is without a doubt that we know of course, their history. I heard that Yol Kaiga, the leader, claiming himself to be the strongest creature in the world, is the leader of a pirate gang known as the Oni Pirates, claiming themselves to be demons, monsters of the sea, and eventually laying waste to anyone who tries to get into the way of the southern region. He's supposedly known as a ruler of the seas, or one of the 8. Because of this, his influence is heavily felt on the southern region, but he doesn't wish to come over here. According to reports, he was born in the southern region, and therefore he has ties to it, but he does not seem to bother us. Every now and again, we will see one of the pirates speak to some of the others here, but it is only due to them being warned, if they are newcomers, about going to the southern region.
And do you think it right that these outsiders are claiming reign over your domain and perhaps others' domain? Even if you are not allied with them, you are of this country, whereas they are not. They have no claim to this land.
I have to admit it does sicken me, to my absolute stomach and even to the very depths of my soul. I cannot imagine any more disgust or disdain to be upon anyone than the people of the southern region, as they are the ones who are suffering the most. After all, they are being suppressed and oppressed by these particular cretins who do not know many of our ways, nor do they care for them. And the fact that their leader is one of us, or so we thought, he's come from us, born here, taught the ways of either the southern or northern or both regions, the land of the sunken moon itself, and yet he would speak out no further against their heinous actions. So for him to state claim, it is unforgivable.
And not only would he claim dominion over land here, but also of the title of strongest creature, which surely would belong to you.
I'm gonna roll an insight. Just real quick before I roll this, are you trying to sort of like butter him? Like, are you trying to butter him up?
Yeah.
Okay.
Although technically he is the strongest creature that we have encountered. Like, I would like to make that clear as well. So yes, although I am buttering him up, that is also true to what we have seen.
Okay. So I'm gonna say in this particular circumstance, it's not a deceit. It is either a charm or a seduction.
Yeah, I guess I would roll that then.
Which one are you rolling?
I like your current title, Cloak.
Yes.
Cloak it real good. Da, 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 da. I just realised that.
Yeah, was it like persuasion then?
Look it.
It would either be charm or seduction, one of the two.
I guess I rolled charm.
Yeah, so that's fight charisma.
Okay. Ah,
Hey, berries!
2 berries. Okay.
the curse of the 2 berries.
Take a
Cheers.
shot.
He incites. It's not very difficult. Everyone in the entire group can pretty much tell from this that you are trying to butter him up. But he knows that it's the truth based on what you've just said. That, like, he, you know, to your belief, because you've not fought anyone stronger than him, or at least in your perception of him, he's the strongest person you've ever faced. He can see right through that. He can see what you're saying, but he also knows that, like, you're basically trying to butter him up in this way. It doesn't necessarily have an effect that you had intended, and he does not seem to even bat an eyelid at this. He just goes, regardless of that, he claims the title for many reasons, but I have never faced him in battle myself. Also, those titles don't exactly interest me. Guardian of this great place will do nicely.
But what if he becomes unsatisfied with his current domain and decides to expand?
That is a concern that I have brought to the current Emperor many times, but even more so in these current situations. As I see on your wrists, you are all wearing those bands. I can tell that this is going to change a large portion of the world, if it isn't already. I mean, look at the most recent events over the last 3 days. How long have you even been here?
Well, not long at all.
And yet so much has changed since you arrived.
And much more will change.
So what do you propose, then?
Well, it's a disgrace that natives to this land are currently treading on eggshells around these delinquents, laying claim to land and power and restricting people's rights.
Go on.
They also bear a threat to the future. As you know, there's a lot of tension within our lands. Now, couldn't we perhaps unite and improve relations between clans or regions if we just made a fight against some kind of common enemy?
Roll me persuasion or diplomacy with advantage.
I guess I'll roll diplomacy.
Okay.
What the hell?
Wow.
No!
Unbelievable.
What?
Double natural one. Double natural one on on 2 d20s.
I mean,
2
Oh
ones.
my god.
Oh, are you sure you want to keep talking for us?
I'm sure.
So you get to the point of where you say, oh, surely we could unite over a common enemy, and he just goes, they will never listen to us, to reason. We have tried so for the many years that we have been here. We have done so many circles around every possible way that we could do this. We keep dancing around them so many times, eventually we're just going to seem pathetic. They will sense weakness in the ways of which we are trying to manner ourselves. So no, I don't think that our way of doing this is going to be fighting alongside each other. At the very best, that's not what I believe. That prattling nonsense is the same thing that Novus believes. Roll me a world knowledge with advantage, Bill.
Okay. Of course.
Natural 20. You know Novus, he's talking about Novus Rito, the Emperor of the Northern region.
Yep. Okay.
So you're saying that he's spitting out the same ideology, the same sort of quote-unquote nonsense that you just stated.
He's the Emperor, and yet no one listens to him.
That is the opposite of the truth. We listen to him. We just don't always take his plans of action in the same way. He wants us to unite, but it's being made impossible. There's too much bad blood between both sides. This is why I have an idea, a plan, if you will. To send you, and perhaps maybe even one other person from the northern region over there, with a specific and direct mission to do anything that you can to take down the pirate crew. If you can do so, perhaps you can actually show that it's not all bad. After fighting the 4 of you out of your group, I was able to determine that some of you have the capability of fighting with more than just your abilities. Your powers are honed through technique and skill over many, many hours, days, weeks, possibly years. And one of you has started to learn a specific type of fighting style I've never seen before. So perhaps you might have the exact amount of skill and prowess that they want. Especially on top of which you are from the southern region, correct? Shungi clan member?
I am indeed.
Your willpower is indeed strong, and what with the power to also nullify to boot, you could be exactly what they want. A people's champion for the southern region, whilst also claiming stake to an actual possibility of truce between both our nation and theirs, whilst defeating their greatest enemy. Hopefully, they will be thankful enough to perhaps hear us out. That is my current plan.
And what is your part in this plan?
I will equip you with anything that you particularly want or desire. I will give you any particular amount of the wares of this house, even give you supplies, perhaps even supply you with a person from this land, of some ample strength. I cannot personally take the journey with you myself, but perhaps I might be able to contact someone who would.
Would that include a mode of transport to anywhere we need across the land?
I have 2 particular people in mind, and one of which might actually be able to be that transport. However, in any other forms, I might also be able to find something that could potentially help you with transport. But we do not have any vehicles. I have heard of your claims of automobiles from your land, but we do not have any of those.
Okay then, perhaps we can have some meals and oolong tea.
Anything that you require. Weapons, armor, training, building up of some particular type of skills, proficiencies. We have everything that you could ever want and need. Good food, and of course, we are also very welcome and accustoming to any particular types of guests. So please, how about it?
Be anyone here who could help me quickly, perhaps learn a couple of spirit abilities that I haven't quite grasped.
There is one that I have, but I'm not entirely sure if any of the rest of your group could handle it. But it is possible to teach it to anyone.
Oh, I could handle it. I'll be very interested.
There is one last question I would like to ask all of you. Since I know that you are currently trying to keep the political side only to your own kin, I will extend this question that is more about them as personalities. He then places his hands on his knees and then asks the question. What is the path of the warrior? What does it mean to you?
Okay, alright. I'm going to Actually, can I roll an insight on that? What is he, what does he want us to say, or?
Yeah, you can roll insight.
Okay. Alright, 14, oh no.
He's asking what kind of warrior are you trying to be? What is the path of the warrior? What is your path to becoming a warrior? What is that to you? What he really means by this is, if you are to become a warrior, what does that mean to you? And even if you're not, what is a warrior to you? And how does that course your eventual end of being a true warrior, a true fighter, a true soldier, a martial artist? What does it mean to you?
See, I think Rakiel will think a bit and then answer carefully, and I'm gonna attempt to answer it. A warrior is someone who keeps going, no matter what, who does what is necessary in order to achieve their goals.
Really?
And will
Okay.
to reach the very pinnacle.
We'll get to you in a minute. What of you? He then looks over at Fletcher.
Fletcher thinks for a minute. And then his eyes begin to sparkle. The path of the warrior is to test one's true potential. Through hardships and many quarrels. But ultimately to become the best that they can be, while protecting those who are less fortunate and may need guidance.
And what of you? He then looks over at both Zachariah and Adrian. It's both Zachariah and Adrian.
Allow him to speak first. He is a warrior.
A warrior to our people, specifically. It means to protect what is important, what is precious. To become stronger, to be able to make your dreams be a possibility. But even more so, to protect the one who is above all, our queen. It is honor, it is power, it is patience, and it in itself is to maintain peace. He then looks over at you, Adrian.
Is as he says. I am not a warrior. I'm just a humble builder.
You just get straight up dagger eyes from Adriana before she then looks back over at thingy. You then just hear in the background like Path of the Warrior is basically whatever I want it to be. I fight someone, I get stronger. 1v1 me, bruh. That's all that matters. You know what? As long as you're not a complete dick to the innocent, I don't see what's the problem.
Oh, an Nargay. Oh, how we love him.
I didn't know that Kane was joining us for this session.
I don't know if that's exactly what he would have said, but let's be honest, it's pretty similar to what he's been doing so far.
Pretty paraphrased.
Yeah, pretty badly paraphrased, but paraphrased nonetheless. He then looks over into the middle. And what have you?
I can ask Adriana.
No. And what of you? He looks over at Cloak.
I do not claim myself to be a warrior. I'm simply a man seeking a means to an end.
So, you do not wish to be a warrior. You wish to seek vengeance, or to seek destruction of something, or someone.
There are too many oppressors with too much power. I'm here to perhaps even out the balance in the world.
So far, I've only heard 2 people speak of the path of the warrior within your group. You, Asconian girl, as he points to Rakia.
Rakia sort of perks up.
The path that
They're
you are
thinking, "Oh, that's
choosing
one."
is a selfish one. The way in which that you explain it is not of a warrior, but of a selfish monster. You ought to be incredibly careful. Best you not move down the path of the demon.
So, Rakia looks kind of shocked, but, visibly sort of shocked and embarrassed, but it's just, fighting back to not say anything because it's not a good idea to talk back to this man.
Roll willpower.
No, can I use my ability
What
at
ability?
least? Instead of rolling, the mind over matter ability,
Okay, what do you roll instead?
super intelligence instead of willpower.
Okay, I'm going to get you to roll that, but I'm also going to get you to roll willpower afterwards regardless.
Okay, that's cool. That's nice. Oh, you're mean.
Come
you are.
on.
All right, let's do this. Right. Now, Rakia knows what the smart thing to say is.
Actually, you don't know what the smart thing to say is. You think,
No.
okay, at best, what you think is, this guy's pretty darn strong. He looks pretty pissed off at me. And what he's saying seems like it would be, theoretically, it could be the bad thing. But what's wrong with it? Because you asked for an intelligence, not a wisdom. And the intelligence of this factor is demon. Well, demons are usually bad, but I don't think what I'm doing is bad. Roll willpower.
Oh, Berries!
You feel
No!
you feel like you
Here we go
have to. You feel like you have to address what he's just said. You're feeling personally attacked.
What's it? I'm sorry, but what am I doing? What's selfish about wanting to be the best?
It's not about wanting to be the best. It is about wanting a goal that goes beyond just that. You don't want to be the best because you want to strive to be better. You want to be the best because you want more people to acknowledge that you're better.
Well, isn't that the same thing?
He then looks at you and suddenly the room just goes cold. Like, everyone feels this, including you, Cloak. You feel the room just go cold. They are nothing of the same. You best be prepared, for if you go down the path of the demon, there will be a true warrior to slay you where you stand, and no one will truly remember you for anything other than a monster.
Just Rakia crosses her arms very, whilst cross-legged, sort of quite pouty.
The room detenses, the warmth comes back into the room. As for you, Shungi member, you ought to be a little smarter than that. I always thought that your clan were rather clever, but I do understand your morality. You wish to become stronger only so that you may topple the tyrannical regimes, maybe even the playing field, so to speak.
Accurate enough.
As I said to the other, be careful. You could eventually end up to be a ravenous demon that only wants for vengeance. We have many words for this particular endeavor, this creature. We call them the demons, but we also call them the Shura. Make sure that you don't become either on your path. I want you to all think about what it is that makes you a warrior, and including that of those who do not claim themselves to be one. What is a warrior to you, and what kind of warrior would you like to be? Now, I feel like we have spoken long enough. If there is anything else that we need to discuss before finalizing our agreements, or even perhaps placing greater context into it, you should speak now.
Just a few things. Well, other than, like, sleeping arrangements and training and stuff, I would like, is there a private spot that, me and a few of my friends could go?
What particularly
on the
for?
grounds? We're having some internal issues, and
Are we?
and well, I would like to maybe resolve it with a nice picnic.
I cannot guarantee any particular privacy in almost any of the rooms, as my siblings, cousins, and even uncles, aunties, stepfathers, and mother are all around this place. It is their home after all. However, if you wish, I could at the very least keep this particular place left over for a private particular event if you wish to talk amongst yourselves for the next couple of minutes or hours.
I was hoping somewhere outside and nice.
There is the courtyard, but I cannot guarantee your privacy.
Well, it will have to do. Just ensure that what we, try and make it so that if you see what's going on, discretion is advised. It's personal.
I cannot guarantee any particular intervention of whatever is to go on unless it is of the utmost importance to us to stop it. However, I assume that it wouldn't be of too much ill will, so we shall usually keep to ourselves. Property damage, however, you best not cause any of that. After all,
no, we're
you're
very
anointed
careful.
guests. Now, Shungi member, if you wish to follow me, perhaps we can discuss what is going on, unless if you are finalized with your particular part of the arrangement.
I'll come along with him.
The only last questions I particularly have before I could train you in the techniques that I was talking about is, do we have an agreement on this particular arrangement?
Is that to me or the team?
Technically, he says it to in front of the entire team,
Yeah,
as he's not yet stood up.
I'm just looking at them, waiting for a response.
So, if any of you don't really understand what he's saying, just to give a Cliff's Notes version of it, the agreement is pretty much, he has this plan that he wants to give to the Emperor, to have it that he sends all of you guys off alongside one member of the northern region to go over to the southern region and basically try and take down as many of the different pirates as possible and basically make your way to the Oni pirates and take them all down. Therefore showing that members of the northern region, southern region, and any one of the outsiders who have done this can be not only trusted but are the perfect ambassadors to make a stake and in this claim. Because one particular thing that they want you guys to do is to destroy any possibility of them harboring ill will to the people of the north. And the best way to do so is to send people that most of the people of which they don't really care about, because again, realistically, you guys are not from their land. They don't massively care. However, this shows good faith in the people outside of their land, but it also shows good faith of the people of the northern region. So to do so, finally taking down the giant tyrannical reign that they've had for so long, and hopefully their gratitude may extend into at least listening to the possibility of a peace treaty between the two lands.
Sounds good to me.
Fletcher stands up. You have my staff. As oh, hell.
He just looks at you, just like, I am not one for using staves.
I mean, as I am willing to lend my staff in the aid.
Why not the rest of you?
What
Everyone else is individual people. You need to ask them. I'm just saying. You just asked one of everyone. I was just standing up to say.
I will. Soon I will. I will assist. After all, I can't. I can't let my student go into battle alone.
Zachariah then says, "It would probably be best if I wasn't exactly around for this endeavor. Perhaps I should stay back and protect our queen. But Adrian, perhaps you should go with your friends."
I will look to Adriana to see what she says about that.
She just looks away from you.
So that would be for the best.
Then in
Sure,
that
they
case, we shall do so.
Sure, they always need more weapons and bridges.
Oh, okay. Anarche is sort of staring off into space and just goes, wait, fighting pirates? Sounds interesting, sounds pretty cool. So that's a solid maybe.
Story, brah.
Very well then, Shungi. I shall send for the invitations of the two particular individuals that I am looking for, and perhaps when the time comes, you may sit down alongside me and we shall discuss the plan with Novus himself.
Good.
He should be here in a few hours, so that gives you plenty of time. Do as you wish, collect as you wish. If you need weapons, armor, materials, supplies, or even just a good meal or a place to sleep, we have plenty of those going around. He then gets up
Armory.
and then walks off, opens the door, and then leaves, leaving it open for the rest of you.
I wonder if they have staffs.
Oh, I definitely saw some staffs in the training room.
You guys are in the training room.
You'll like it here. No. I mean, I saw some people using staffs earlier in the training room.
I think that seems pretty on point.
They're on the walls around you basically, but they're training staffs. They're basically like just wooden.
So what you're saying is, what Raki said was 100% accurate?
Yes, although the way in which it was said was grammatically incorrect.
All right.
Alex did see staffs in the training room, so it's 100% accurate. Is what I'm saying.
Yes, but no, because again, it was stated like as if it was like past tense.
Can we move on? The syntax was a bit whack.
Yeah.
All right.
So, Rakia. Actually, wait, Cloak, are you going to go with the group? Because I'm assuming, Rakia, you're attempting to herd everyone out somewhere into the courtyard.
Well, mainly, yeah. I want to to have the courtyard, make sure that everyone's aware, and just stage this intervention.
Okay, Cloak, are you going to go with them?
Not like I should. A bit of willpower, like I don't know. I want to kind of decide between going with the group or going elsewhere.
Okay.
I'm
I
like,
guess
actually, yeah,
you could either
I'm
flip-
gonna.
You could either flip a coin, or I guess you could roll willpower against maybe someone's persuasion roll.
Yeah, I'll probably roll against Rakia.
Oh yeah, I mean, actually, Rakia's not really gonna persuade you. Rakia's gonna be sort of like, Rakia's just sort of like, you do whatever you want, Cloak.
Oh well, in that case.
Dun, dun, dun.
You know-
Can I roll insight?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Cloak's,
roll insight.
Cloak than a Cloak.
What does Rakia mean by this?
What does Rakia mean by this particularly?
It means, well, Rakia's just sort of like, this is something she's going to resolve with Adriana, and Adrian and Adriana, really. The Wasp team. And it's just sort of like, we're gonna talk about lady stuff. Like,
Yeah,
lady
I
stuff.
don't know how you get that from just go do what you want from an insight check, but basically the best way.
It's not devious, basically.
Basically, it's just it's not devious. It's like go do what you want, sort of meaning basically piss off. We need to have a discussion, and this is probably you're best not welcomed into this particular situation. Are you going to do the same with Fletcher?
I do it a little bit more gently with Fletcher, but yeah, pretty much with and I don't know where Anarche is.
He is disappeared almost
He is
immediately.
gone. All right,
It's not an anarchy.
I was
The
just
way he
gonna
gets some
like,
sake.
yeah. I was just gonna like
Anarche
do
with
the
some
same to. I was gonna do the same with Anarche, but then I realised he's gone, so it's like, oh, okay, one less person to politely shoo away. But I'm like, I will take, I will just like, have an extra grip on Fletcher, and just sort of, give the signal.
Oh, it's that kind of
Fletcher
woman
knows
thing,
him.
is it?
Yeah, no, but I mean, Adriana can interpret that however she wants, but it's a signal that me and Fletcher, out of character, me and Connor have been working on.
Okay.
Just sort of squeezing your shoulder. A bit like that. Adriana can think whatever she wants about that.
I don't know why, but I just imagine Fletcher going, "Oh, here? Oh, you mean Oh, okay. I thought you meant
That's it. Goes into his back pocket and pulls out a Rakia translation book. Oh, okay, that's right. Yeah, right. Okay, right.
Fletcher just nods with a sly smile.
All right.
If you need me, I'll be looking at the staffs.
Rakia lets out a look good. I'm sure you will.
Adriana just going,
and yeah,
I'm pretty sure those two are doing something behind our backs.
Things behind closed doors stay behind closed doors.
Rakia, why are
Unless
you
they are
shooing?
heard.
Why are you shooing everyone away?
Well, I'm staging. Well, I need you all just come to the courtyard with Zachariah and Adrian.
Okay. Zachariah follows Adriana, who is following you. Adrian, do you follow Adriana and Zachariah?
I guess.
You guess?
Rakia did call for me specifically, so I will follow.
Fair enough. You eventually reach the courtyard. Not many people are out in it at the moment, but there are a few people on the outskirts, outside, just sort of talking amongst each other. Some of them are sort of like sharpening their blades outside, but the courtyard is basically left alone.
Okay. I'll say it. This is awkward. All of you. It's very awkward. The vibe is most definitely changed. And it was okay at first. I thought it would pass. But the vibe is definitely lost.
Does anyone else know what she's talking about? I don't understand Rakian.
I don't know what a vibe is.
Adrian. I know where this is coming from. Your change in personality, fighting style. And in all due respect, my dear friend, this will not be useful to us going forward. So I'm afraid that I will have to take drastic measures in order to ensure that you do not screw this up. Now, did you say that Zachariah was going to take your place as a knight defending your queen?
Yes. He is born into the role. I pretended that could be it.
Well,
so
technically not, actually. I wasn't born into any role other than being a scout. I just so happened to be lucky enough to have these particular powers so that I could watch all my sisters be true Lord Warriors.
Yes. Interesting backstory. But nevertheless, Adrian has given up their warrior status to make room for you, Zachariah.
Right.
So, let's be clear, Adrian. If Zachariah wasn't here, what would you do?
Adrian is giving you a look like, what are you getting at?
And this is...
You gonna kill Zachariah?
Wait,
That's the
what?
kind of look of,
It seems very insighty.
can I insight? This seems very sinister for Brack, yeah.
Alright, this is,
very sinister.
When the Raki is sus.
Well, the 14.
Is that enough to
Well-
insight the situation or not?
Well,
Say-
you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna activate ghoul style.
Activate
And I'm gonna
ghoul
do-
style.
Yeah, for my new skill, nerve pinch knockout
On?
on my on Zachariah.
Okay.
So it's like 16, 17, 19.
I've just got to find his stats. Hang on a second.
Well, Jesus.
Oh. So much for the third. Crawford.
It's a knockout. It's a knockout.
I haven't rolled his reaction.
Well, he had a long, interesting arc.
I'm pretty sure he's stuffed anyway, but yeah.
You never know.
Okay. No. Okay. Now I know. Now I've got to roll con, which is not great. Yep. No, you just sort of nerve pinch him, and he just bish goes down.
You see, now what's happened, Adrian, is that with him gone, there's no one there to protect your sister, so I could just go right up to her and unrolling up to do my hand-to-hand knockout ability.
Rakia, get away from me.
I mean, Adrian is beginning to, like, move into place. No longer funny, Rock, yeah?
It's not meant to be funny. You'll know when I'm being funny.
With the 14, did I insight what Raki is doing.
No, not at all, but I guess you've now figured it out that she's now attacking your siblings.
Okay, am I gonna do? Can I do a dizzy hit?
Are you actually going to punch Adrian or Adriana?
I don't think
Adriana.
I don't think it's even a punch, is it? Is it like some kind of weird slap or something?
Well, it's a knockout. Yeah, it's a dizzy hit, which is you roll. It's a 10 plus on knockout / hand to hand, and when rolling knockout, you can still roll for damage.
Oh, this is
And
a
it's,
strength thing then.
Yeah, it's a strength thing.
Oh, okay.
And I am using the fake hand that I've got, which I've built up.
Jeez.
Some
okay.
charge in.
Roll for it.
So. Oh shit!
Well-
Oh!
Well, either way, I'm going to roll to get in front of that stuff anyway, because I can. Remember?
I was hoping this would happen.
Roll to get punched in the face. Okay. What do you keep saying? Can I roll blocking or do I have to roll labor?
What for?
This attack.
Does it state
Block it.
Does it state labor?
No, but every time you tell me to, even though it's meant to be blocking.
Oh, I think I made you roll labor the one time because at one point you were way too freaking far away. But like right now you are pretty close, so yeah, you can.
Okay.
So yeah, you get hit by this attack. I'm gonna say, however, the shockwave does not expel from the hand.
Yeah.
Just get
Well, it didn't
boosh.
even hit. Didn't even hit.
Well, it did because it's a blocking attack, so it definitely
yeah.
hits, but it just doesn't hit correctly. So roll your
Dude, does
damage.
that count as me getting another 180 points, considering Alex is my enemy at this point?
No, I'm going to say no because that you chose to react afterwards, so no.
Okay. I mean, I already chose to react anyway, no matter what Alex did.
Again, no.
Okay. Roll damage, Alex.
Roll damage on me? Oh yeah, roll damage on you. Yeah. So well, that's only hand to hand, so that's actually not that much. So it's only like let's see, D. Let's see. What is my damage? Because I've
If you
only got
haven't
like, because I've got the free plot.
Oh, have you got increases to the damage?
Yeah, I got the 2 increases to hand
so
to hand.
it's a D8 or 2D4s?
2d4s plus 1.
2D4s or 1D8.
Wow.
Doo-dah, doo-dah.
Don't forget all your super decks as well.
It's not added to hand to hand.
No. This is strength base. 2d4 plus 1. Yeah, counting on there.
So you take 4 points of damage. No, sorry, 6 points of damage. Yeah, 6 points of damage.
I blocked, doesn't it half?
Yeah, exactly. Oh, sorry, no, 3 points of damage. Sorry. Why did
Yeah.
I say 6? Why? Why did I say 6? Sorry.
Did
yeah.
you say 6?
I was supposed to say 4, and I don't know why I bumped it up to 6. Yeah. Anyway, yeah. You
I
take-
should have Alex have rolled advantage, because doesn't the arm have super strength?
No,
No,
it doesn't.
It
no,
just
no, that was the upper
It's
arm.
just an arm that has
Oh.
the. It's just an arm that has the ability for super dex. It doesn't have super strength because that hand, the prosthetic, doesn't have super strength.
But I have a lot of charge stored up in it, so that it's still got it in there. Ooh. Let's see, after you do that, say like, oh, so you do know how to punch. Well, you do.
Block.
So you do know how to. So you block then, but do you know how to punch? And I guess that I'm a slap you, Adrian. I'm gonna try to slap you, Adrian.
Both of you roll me move speed, unless if Adrian, are you
Yeah,
going
I'll
to?
allow it.
Oh, okay. Well, never mind then.
I'm going to. Yeah. And I'm not gonna allow Alex to hit me, but I'm gonna allow him to throw the slap.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you sure about that?
Is this through your robot arm?
No, no,
It
no.
doesn't
no,
matter
no, no.
if they use Super Dex. You are FUCKED.
Yeah,
Really?
yeah. Yeah. Well, you know what? If you die, you die, man. Because I'm gonna use Super Dex now. So
I mean, they aren't gonna die, but
Never tempt the tempter.
yeah. Let's try it because because you blocked with my robot hand. I've got my other hand free now. So
I actually
do a
forgot you
chop
had
on
a
you.
robot hand.
yeah, I know. I forget I do
It's less
too, and I really
robot
want to
and
use it.
more like dummy flesh.
Yeah.
It's like synthetic.
Yeah.
I'm like
the
I'm like
Terminator's arm.
I'm like a quarter mannequin. This is what I am.
Roll the
All right.
roll. Roll the roll.
Are you sure?
Yes.
So are you actually you actually allowing me to hit?
Alex, just roll the dice. Nobody's rolling move speed, so you have to roll the dice.
Roll the.
There we go.
Right. So that's my.
Adrian, what are you trying to roll in?
Okay.
What was that
Is
specifically for?
Was for night mode, but it doesn't happen.
Remember, you have to tell me what you're going to roll for beforehand if it's a transformation.
Okay. Either way. Failed.
Yes, it did. Roll for damage.
And just. Actually, I do have quite a bit of health.
Yeah. Well. Say goodbye to it.
Oh no!
This is going well.
My health.
Doesn't break vitality, so you're all good.
Just my face welts.
You get
Red
smacked
slap
by the full force of this as everyone in the courtyard turns around to look at you because you've taken a smack that has created a sonic boom, like a whip crack on a much larger surface. As it sort of like knocks you slightly off your feet for a second, and you're sort of like dizzy for just a few milliseconds as you then come back into reality for a second, almost like as if you just got the brain slapped out of you for a second there. As you then just hear Adriana just say, Adrian, what are you doing?
Say. Anyway, Adriana, where were we? And I'm just gonna go into the dizzy hit on her again.
I'll try to roll a reaction. Don't know how well
Okay,
this
here
is
we
going to
go.
go, but I'll try to roll it.
Well, that
Yes.
happened.
So as
Going
you go,
to block again.
as you go to slap her,
Oh!
no, as you go to slap her, your entire body is jolted with a strange electricity as you take 6 points of damage.
Ah. Owie.
Yeah, take that.
Oh no, what?
As she just backs up, it's like, Rakia, I don't want to hurt you.
Say. Oh, you won't.
Adrian, are you at any point going to actually act like this is combat so that you get a turn?
I might not, yeah.
If so, you can take a turn now, or I'm gonna allow Rakia to roll for something.
Yeah. I think it's time.
Roll move speed by
I'm
Let's
going
check.
to-
We're rolling move speed.
Move speed?
Wait, actually, what is my move speed?
Move speed.
Fletcher, why
Are
did
you
you
getting
just
in here,
roll?
Fletcher?
You're not anywhere near them.
Move speed. Are you sure?
Yes, 100%, because you said that you were
Yeah,
walking away from them.
move speed.
Yes. I walked away, but not from earshot.
I mean, roll perception to see if you heard it, because again, You never specified where you were going, so therefore I can't allow you to just jump into the fray without telling me anything.
I'm not jumping into the fray. I'm just adding my 2 cents.
Yeah, you just sort of.
There is no 2 cents to be added, gosh damn it.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay, Connor. It's okay.
No, you didn't hear it.
I've
You're
got-
not involved in this
I
endeavour.
Oh boy.
Cloak, roll me a perception as well.
Very well.
You sense a disturbance in the sound waves as you hear a unforgettably loud slap.
What is Rakia up to now?
You know it's but you also know where Rakia went. Do you head off roughly towards the courtyard?
That is a good question.
I mean, you hear a slapping noise.
Yeah, I'm gonna flip a coin.
Okay.
I'll say 2 as I actually go off and see what they're doing.
Okay.
Yes.
Nope. I just say quite loudly under my breath.
I'm free to murder.
There goes Rakia again.
Okay. Rakia, since you got the higher roll out of the two of you who are actually in combat, in fact anything to do with this endeavour, you get to have another turn.
All right. In that case, I'm still try to do the dizzy hit knockout.
Fair enough. Why wouldn't you?
Yeah. It's on my dear friend Adriana.
Good
Come
lord.
on.
Continue to get in the way. Yes!
Okay, so you do get in the way and you will take the hit, but she also grabs Rakia again and hits her with another jolt of electricity. Or at least it seems like electricity, as it is pink lightning that comes from her body, and deals 3 points of damage. Ooh, you're feeling the power yet, Rakia?
It's ow.
This is not
Ow.
an empowering moment for the poor girl. However, this is an incredibly empowering moment for this girl. As Rakia is just, dishing it all out.
I mean, roll damage.
Roll for damage. Actually, no, wait, if it's dizzy hit, you have to roll for whatever dizzy hit's effect is. Because you hit
Yeah.
thingy, so...
Oh yeah. So. Oh really? Oh well. Okay then. Yeah. I guess I guess since it's
the roll
with
for
my-
dizzy hit is a 10 or above, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Yes, yeah.
So
it
that's
works.
so yeah, I'll have to do it on you. Do I knock Adrian out then?
Depends. I guess in that case, Adrian roll endurance.
probably not.
Or
I
fortitude.
mean, you're talking about me with my just 120, my D20 roll.
That is good.
Yeah, I need
that is good enough because Rakia only got 14, which means that you need to get 10 to 14. If Rakia had gotten a 15, this would be a different story. So, Adrian, it's
that
now
would be
your
very
turn.
disappointing. Oh yeah, do I roll damage or is that just impossible?
Does it do damage as well?
Oh yeah, it does. Yeah, I mean it has to. Yeah, that's the thing. That's the ability. When rolling knockout, you still roll for damage. If it gets off, that is.
I think then in that case, then it would be a 15 or above requirement, not a 10.
Oh, well, I guess
Yeah,
then
no,
a
you're
no,
right.
isn't
In that
it?
case, we're going to say
you're fine.
no to the damage just for now, and
All right,
also
no for
since
the
it's a
damage.
new skill,
Because
I'm
I have
assuming-
one of those.
Yeah, since it's a new skill, you won't be able
Ah.
to use it again.
Oh, so yeah, shall I change it to a plus 15 then?
Yes, if it's doing damage and
Yeah.
doing the effect, then yes, definitely.
Yeah.
Adrian,
never
it's
mind.
now your turn.
I'm going to go into night mode. 'Cause night mode is still a mode that most wasps can use. An acceptable mode. And I'm just going to try and grapple.
Roll grapple. And I guess roll whatever you wish to roll, Rakia.
I'm a roll evasion of your grapple.
Okay.
I just slip
Dodge.
through you.
You can move up to half of your entire move speed away from Adrian.
Yeah, but I'm not entirely. I'm just gonna like maneuver around her around to Adriana. It's like
It is now your
It's like-
turn.
and I'm like, you gotta do better than that, Adrian. I've got a clear beeline to her.
This might be the end of. Be the damn it. Okay, so did you? Are you? What are you rolling for? Because again, Raki, it's your turn.
It's just well, with Rakia, it's gonna be like, yeah, I'm going to go. Is there any sandy or powdery substances?
Sort of pebbles.
Around this area.
Sort of, it's like a pebble garden sort of thing. In the courtyard. There's a lone tree as well. Cherry blossom. But yeah, there's sand and pebbles.
That's
and stuff.
nice. Well, I'm gonna try sand screen,
Okay.
and if that don't work, yeah. So it's like 15 hand to hand and 15 plus survivalist. So we'll try hand to hand first. That works.
Ooh.
Ooh.
And this is survivalist. Yes,
Oh.
only just. I did it.
You're a wiener.
So
I am
explain
a
what
wiener.
is going on to this particular effect.
By the time.
Well, if those who are familiar with Baki, I stole this ability. Right, they're basically using sand or otherwise powdery substance with the user's current environment. The user kicks up the substance around their hand-to-hand melee area, 5 meters. Anybody within the cloud for 1d4 of turns rolls disadvantage on all actions unless they can clear the cloud or escape it.
So this lasts for the next whole rotation.
Yeah.
And obviously, since this is a usage style, each time you can continue doing so. So for the next rotation...
Is that presumably based on vision?
Yes, it's based on vision only. So yes.
Yeah.
So, Raki, you still have a turn. Your opponents will now roll disadvantage.
Oh, good. And I guess, I'm going to, just... Well, actually, since people are there, I'm just going to, go right up to Adriana and whisper, "Stay down."
Okay. I guess roll for whatever you want to roll for.
This is, I guess, would that be a stay down? Would that be a persuasion or something, maybe?
Oh, are you not actually attacking them this time? You're actually going to pretend that you've taken them down.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, well, just go up to them and whisper to stay down.
I guess disadvantage with the persuasion, considering they think that you've gone completely insane. I mean, it also doesn't help that Kozuki literally stated that you're on the path of the demon.
Yeah, well, this is what I'm counting on.
Not a good idea while he's still around, but let's...
We're
waiting for an audience with a certain someone.
I shall roll... she does not seem to be currently in the best of moods at the moment, as she does not know exactly what you are trying to convey to her. She has rolled a nerve check, and she doesn't seem to move too far towards this idea. It is now... I'm going to say it's now her turn, as she attempts to lunge with her hand towards the rough area of where your voice came from. So again, she'll be rolling disadvantage.
Well, there we go.
Beat a natural 1.
Which means Raki now gets 190 points or something.
Something like that.
Do I?
Oh wow! No, oh yeah!
Because the natural one against you.
Yeah, it's a natural one against you.
Yay!
And it was an actual
Yay.
roll that you specifically had happen against you. So, yeah.
Oh, 119. Sweet.
However many grade thingies you have, +1.
Yay. I got. Yeah, there we go. I've written that down. It's going great.
Okay, so how would you like to react to this?
Oh wait, anybody? I'm sorry, I should have rolled 1d4 of turns as well, didn't I?
For what?
Well, see, we forgot to roll anybody with the cloud of 1d4 turns rolls disadvantage.
Oh. It's a usage style though, right? It wouldn't be a 1d4
Yeah, I
of
thought we
turns.
agreed. Yeah, I thought we agreed 1d4 of turns, though.
That's weird. Oh well, yeah, fair enough. Roll the d4.
4 turns, baby.
What a unique usage style. Fair enough. Okay. Yep, so how are you reacting? I have to say this again for the 3rd or 4th time. How are you reacting to Adriana attempting this particular failed attack?
You know, I'm just going to, just keep trying to whisper to her, just look as if, I'm still on the offensive and stuff, in my silhouette and stuff, but sort of be like, well, not really many people can see the dust cloud, but, I'm just trying to, whisper to her, step down.
Well, you attempt this. This does not go your way. Her hand lands on your face. However, because she got under a 10, her ability does not proc. It is now the turn of Adrian. Adrian, there's a smoke screen. You cannot hear or see whatever is going on because you have no idea.
You can hear, but not see.
No, I
though,
mean as in
it's
they
visual based.
can't hear the whispering.
Yeah.
Because
Oh, yeah.
I'm
Oh, I
assuming
see.
that you don't want Adrian to hear the whispering, otherwise you wouldn't have
No.
bloody whispered.
Exactly.
I know what I said! Right. Right, yeah, see.
Vindication.
Do I see the silhouette of Rakia or anybody, or is it just purely?
If you want, you can roll perception. Also, roll me a d4, because remember, you just activated your strenuous form. I know the other ability isn't a strenuous form, but I just, Okay, you have one more rotation in it.
Perception.
That would also be with a disadvantage as well, by the way, but...
I mean, let's be honest, I'm not going to say it anyway for 9.
No, you don't
come
see
on.
any
You can get
silhouettes.
worse, though.
You don't see any silhouettes, you don't see any possibility of anything that's going on around inside of there other than just dust and clouds of sand falling. That's about all you can see. Man, you know what? It's a shame.
Is the gas solid because it is particles of sand?
I was about to say, you know what's a shame? You don't have precise separation. This would have completely been caught up.
Oh. Damn. Damn. That count as an action, by the way, to see.
Yep, so you've only got one left.
I'm gonna try with my performance trade.
What are you gonna say?
I am the emissary of hell thing.
Right, what exactly is this going to do?
I'm going to intimidate Rakia to stop it.
I'm going to ask you a question, a very personal question about Adrian right now before you roll for this. Is Adrian starting to be fired up by the passions of saving her sister to become a warrior, a knight, yet again?
Partial, but also partially just angry.
My question.
It's less fiery build to return to your warrior, more my sister gets hurt, I'm going to destroy you, Rakia.
Okay, then my question stands again. Is this going to change Adrian enough for them to want to be an actual knight of the crown? In other words, are you going to be a warrior yet again?
At the moment, somewhat doubtful, but we'll see what happens at the end of the fight.
Okay, I'm going to ask you to roll me a disadvantage on your performance trade then.
Okay. Okay.
That is a
17.
Yep, that's a 17. Rakia, you hear this? You can roll advantage on nerve.
Hurt my
Good.
sister. I will destroy you, Rakia.
Okay, that's a -3. Okay. Oh well, 11.
This does intimidate you. For the next couple of rotations, until you can snap out of it, you will now be rolling disadvantage against Adrian.
That's okay, because they rolled disadvantage against me in this smoke cloud.
That is the end of Adrian's turn. Rakia, it is now your turn.
you know. See, you know what? I'm going to I'm going to get. I have an idea. In the smoke screen. Is Adrian not in the smoke screen?
No. Well, technically no, but also...
I'm just kind of blind.
Technically yes, technically no.
Well, in that
They're on
case-
the outskirts of it, but still they can't really see through it.
I'm going to give a pinch to Adriana to get her to scream.
Okay. By the way, I'm rolling something unrelated to Adriana just real quick.
It's a very normal, insane behaviour.
Right, I'm now going to roll Adriana's thing. This is again a disadvantage on Adriana's point of view, because obviously she can see.
Where are you pinching her, dare I ask?
That is for me to know and you to find out.
Even with a disadvantage, that is still a 24. The pinch will have to be... I'm fine with you using Dex or Strength with a pinch, to be honest.
I'm going to use the strength. I think that's more strength for a pinch rather than finesse.
Okay.
Okay. Wow, that's a pinch!
Wow, that is one hell of a pinch.
That's not even with your actual modifiers either.
Oh wait, what is my... Yeah, I've only got my one... Because it's my strength, you see, because I've only got a +1 in strength.
There's 190
Go for
more
it.
points.
Okay, so that's con of...
Oh, that's okay. Oh yeah, 190 points!
Yep,
Take a drink.
she screams in pain. Ah!
Hey.
Is that the end of your turn, Rakia?
Yes. Yes, it is. She's screaming in pain. I'm goading.
Adrian, you definitely hear that.
I'm going
Do
to...
I hear that?
Roll perception. Fletcher and...
Disadvantage, considering you were walking away still.
Yeah, but it could have been pretty loud, and this is fast-paced combat.
10. There was a piece of dust on my screen, and I thought it was a 19.
I don't know why I just got two identical rolls, but I got two identical rolls. Okay, Fletcher, not so much. Cloak, you're on the cusp of it. You needed a 15 to be able to hear this. It was a scream, but it was a little bit of a distance away. But a certain particular person definitely heard this. It is now your turn, Adrian.
Adrian is going to move as fast as I can in night mode into the screen of dust.
Okay.
Okay. Can I attempt with my super strength kind of sonic boom the smoke away?
How would you do that?
Like the clap, like the Hulk clap of...
Roll me a labor.
Oh no, not labor.
Labor I don't have anything in, but I've got strength.
Yeah, you got super strength
That's
and
strength.
strength.
Yeah. Is a +9.
Oh, would you have to roll disadvantage for that too? Or...
No, because technically he doesn't need disadvantage. Well, she doesn't need disadvantage. To
fair enough.
clap
I'm not
her own
19.
hands, I could do that blindfolded. Let alone
I mean-
smoke scream.
Yes, that does make sense.
Rakia, I'm gonna need you to roll me your usage style again, just to see whether or not this actually has the effect.
Alright, here we go. Hand to hand. Shit.
Yep.
No.
Yay!
Boom.
Gone.
Does that also mean I get 160 now because Alex rolled
Yeah,
a
you
1
do.
against me?
No, because it's environmental. This wasn't a specific contest. This was just environmental to see whether or not this was the actual. Actually, nah. You know what? Yeah, go for it. Yeah,
Hey.
yeah. Because technically, the environmental effect was due to Rakia's thing. Yeah, you have now dispelled thanks to your giant clap. I'm now going to ask the two of you to again roll perception.
What, us? No,
No,
you two.
the other
Oh,
two.
no.
you, that's...
Not you.
Fletcher's got it.
Fletcher, you hear again another sound. It sounds like a clap.
Interesting.
Right now, you are currently in. Where are you actually? Did you go back into the dojo to have a look at their training staffs, or did you want to go to their? Did you want to have a look around and see if you could find their sort of their weapon armory blacksmith?
Option 2.
Okay. You do actually roll investigation.
I'm in an unfamiliar location.
Indeed, you are.
I find it.
It's not too difficult to find, considering that it is very loud and clangy, as well as very noisy, as well as very smoky location. You eventually find it, and there are two, people there, a blacksmith and a blacksmith's apprentice, currently working on a couple of different weapons. There are some people checking out some of the different weapons, like either wielding and holding them. There are some armor pieces strewn across the place. It looks relatively messy, but the two people that are currently working on it seem relatively quite happy with what they're currently doing. One of the
What are they working on?
Well, one of them, particularly the actual blacksmith, he seems to be making some kind of like odachi at the moment. This is just like sort of like lifting it up and looking at the balance of it. It's like, yeah, that'll do nicely. And he pulls it from this forge as sort of what seems to be either like molten magma or molten like metal just slide off of the actual weapon.
Ooh, that's a fine piece of craftsmanship there.
I know. It's because I made it. He then places it in like a large tank of oil as then like sputters and flames come out of it, and he just leaves it. You, he then sits down, must be the particular person in question that I've been hearing so much about. There's a few more of you running around, huh?
Yeah, we're here to do a few missions for your leader.
Oh, you're talking about Kozuku, right? You're one of the guys
Yes.
who put the smackdown on Suzaku, right?
We were doing it because we were helping out the Emperor's emissary. It was more of a sparring match, but it seems the journalists get the opposite end of the stick.
Oh man. Well, Big Brother Kozuki has always been one heck of a firehouse. So it's been pretty interesting to see you guys around here for a while. And not completely, as he then like draws a line on, just a mime line on his throat. Not saying that it's not cool to see that you guys haven't kicked the bucket, but to be fair, we're actually a lot more assuming that our big bro can actually handle a couple of punks like you. Again, no offense.
None taken. I had the chance to feel a few of his attacks. He doesn't not live up to his reputation.
Yeah. Well, regardless, how can I help you?
Do you do any staffs? I'm thinking of adding a few to my collection.
Well, we do a few different staffs here, there, and everywhere. Mostly, training weapons, to be honest. Something similar to what you got on you, as he points to the one on your back.
This one I've had for a long time. Served me well in quite a few combats.
Mind if I take a look?
With all means. As I take it off my back and hand it over.
He takes a closer look at it. Is this wood?
Steel.
Shoddy craftsmanship. I mean, I can literally see the transmutation lines here between what? Structure? Chemistry? What is that?
One of our allies here is a structure user. He boosted a little bit more and added. She added a few of the blunt mace spikes onto it just to give it a little edge.
Hey, take a look at this. He gives it to his apprentice. Shoddy craftsmanship from the structure user, to be honest. Honestly, I think that they could have done better.
Well, it was early in their ability, so I wouldn't mind seeing what she can do now.
We could perhaps make something a little bit more punchy.
I wouldn't mind seeing what you guys could do with staffs, considering what you did with Adodachi.
That's nothing. You should have seen the current weapons that our brother uses. Kozuki wields 2 particular special types of weapons that I built myself. Well, with a little bit of help from our old man at the time, but now I run the forge and gotta keep all the everything keep on ticking. So what exactly can I do? What kind of thing do you need? Blood transfusion, maybe a particular type of material? And again, if you're looking for some kind of combat staff, you're probably not looking for a particular type of damaging material. Because obviously, well, might hurt your hands.
Did you say hold out your hands?
Might hurt your hands.
Yeah. Though I'm a spatial user by trade, I have the ability of phasing, so if it can work with that, that would be much appreciated.
Why didn't you say so? Let's see what you got. He then takes a look at the staff again, passes it back to you, and then says, "Personally, I've never been too much of a fan of this kind of style. Usually more of a sword guy, but I can definitely whip up something a little better. So, do you have any particular blood on you from yourself, or are we gonna have to do this the old-fashioned way?"
Well, considering we healed from the pocket dimension, I don't think there would be any blood.
No.
I think the old-fashioned way's gonna have to be the way. I don't mind losing a few more blood drops.
Drops? Oh, this guy. I mean, if you really want the best of the best, you're gonna have to sacrifice a little bit more than a couple of pints.
Oh, just comes back with no arm. It's like, well, it was worth it.
It might not ultimately be necessary. I can pretty much phase anything with me. It's more what the material can do.
Check out this guy, regular comedian. You do realize that there are 2 different types of transfusions of blood. They call it legendary and normal. Legendary is the best of the best. Normal, you just usually get the ability to connect to your own powers. Maybe it might have a few little extra abilities. But legendary, it's like your entire powers are completely set into the weapon itself. I mean, who knows what you could accomplish with it? I mean, there are a couple of people even from our current clan who wield weapons like that. I myself carry a weapon myself that's blood transfused with special types of legendary capabilities. But hey, if you only need something normal, I can fix you up something.
You know what? You've convinced me. How much blood will you actually need for it?
It's less about how much blood and how much you're willing to sacrifice.
As much as you need. It needs to be capable.
So what, we taking a limb? A finger? An organ? I mean, anything you got two of could also be helpful.
I don't see mind taking an organ.
Alright.
Fletcher comes back with an eye patch.
Look. I can see you're definitely, eager. But we're not gonna take something from you. Alright. Go on, kid. Get his blood type. He then holds out some kind of needle, takes your hand, and then pricks your finger as it draws blood. He then places it, squeeze your finger out so that then it places it on this tiny little dish. And he then just starts seems to wave his hands over it as the blood becomes weirdly enough congealed as it becomes thicker and thicker until eventually it just starts growing an entire heart. Until it's a genuine heart just inside of this dish.
Oh.
Holy shit, that's amazing.
Alright, kid. Throw it in. You got it. He just throws it on into a bucket that is just full of molten... it's basically it looks like it's molten lava as it just plops on in there. So what kind of material are you thinking of?
What? You got anything stronger than steel? Sorry, go ahead.
Well, you got
just saying, you
titanium.
see that. Imagine seeing that, and it's just oh, so what'll it be? And I was like, did you not just witness growing a whole organ and throwing it into a furnace?
I saw a man become a dragon. I don't think a heart blood turning into a heart could replicate that.
That's fair enough. That is valid.
Oh, we got some titanium. Hang on a second. He then looks over at a huge store of tons of different ingots. Again, I don't know if Kozuki actually restocked our filaments of ion. Tell you what, you can go find Big Brother Kozuki. Perhaps he might be able to get us some more ion. That stuff is a lot better with phasing capabilities. So if you go find him, that'll help you.
No sweat. I'll go see him.
I'll keep it nice
Cheers.
and warm for you.
Be back shortly.
As that happens, you then hear the clap. As we now return to the fight in question. So, Adrian, you have done the clap. That is the first action of your turn. It is still your turn.
Fletcher had an old arc between the hands moving and the clap.
Can I insight to... No, it's his turn. It's his turn. Never mind.
Yeah.
Never
So
mind.
it's my turn again.
Yeah, it's your turn. Yeah, you still have one action left.
I'm going to say, are they okay? How's Adriana look?
Whereabouts did you pinch Adriana?
I guess on her
You
neck.
sexually assault my sister.
Oh, I
Alex,
didn't say. No, I mean, well, I didn't. I want to leave that out to it.
I assumed either on the cheek or the arm. I did not assume any other particular inappropriate location.
Yeah, no. It would be give it, the painful place would be on the shoulder near the neck. It'd be ow, really horrible.
So you see that.
Sam?
See this big wraith-like creature just pinching her on the shoulder, in between the shoulder and the neck.
Trying to get back to the anger I was inflicting before the 20 minutes of Connor break time.
Meanwhile, intermission.
We bring.
It's hard to contain. It's hard to keep that anger going for 10 minutes.
We bring you this potential hang on a second. We bring you this potential sibling murder for a random situation of a heart growing from a single drop of blood, then suddenly being tossed into a bucket. Thank you very much. This has been the This has been the Fletcher time. Back to you.
Meanwhile, at the Legion of Doom.
Meanwhile, at the Legion of Suck, what are you doing, Adrian?
I'm going to point at Rakia. Very much like the rage, the red rage is taking Adrian. Dare you touch my sister? Dare you?
Oh.
And can I just attempt just to keep it like intimidate again?
Well, I'm already intimidated, my man.
It's just actually no. I might actually. I'm going to attempt. I'm going to actually go into hive leader mode.
Okay. Hive. So you won't have as much damage resistance.
It'll do more damage.
Well,
Or not.
That ends your strenuous mode, and that puts you out of your hybrid mode. You are no longer in either hybrid or night mode. You are now in your human form. With that,
Actually, I don't have an ability yet to play that off. Like I'm like even more intimidating.
with that being said, we now go to Rakia. It is now your turn. Adrian has detransformed.
It's like, well, that didn't say. Well, that wasn't like what a builder does. Here's what's going to happen, Adrian. I'm going to hit your sister with everything that I have. And you know how painful that is, Adrian. And I don't think that she's got any resistances. She hasn't got the armor that you have to resist my attack. So, it's rather unfortunate that you've detransformed, isn't it, Adrian? So, and that...
It's like the breathing deeply, like, like kind of like the... I don't say almost like a dog about to bite, but kind of like that.
So, you heard them, Adrian. I'm a monster. And the worst part is, I'm not even the worst monster out there. There are way worse than me out there that won't even hold back even a little bit, that are stronger than me. So what will you do, Adrian?
Rakia,
What?
come on now. You don't have to do this.
It's the only way.
You can see a single tear fall down your sister's eye.
There we go. I'm ramping it up.
Let loose the god slap.
Yeah, I'm winding up for the slap.
Can I ask, are you going to be using your normal arm or your robotic arm?
Robotic arm.
Robotic arm. Robotic arm.
It's going to be everything. It's going to be everything, Adrian.
It's everything I've dreamed of, Adrian.
Sploosh.
Oh God. Okay.
All right,
Roll
I'll
for
do
it.
it.
Oh,
no!
Jesus, sweat boil. Can I react to that?
Oh my god.
no one can react to that.
You can try. If you get an actual 20 with whatever you've got, I will allow there to be a contesting roll between the two of you. So at this point, it doesn't even matter what you roll as long as you get an actual 20. No.
Nope.
Okay, so
No, Alex rolls disadvantage, don't they? Against me?
Oh yeah.
No, because it's not against you.
It is making me more angry.
Good. Okay, awesome, lovely. Rakia, can you roll your damage with advantage? Double your damage, because you didn't state a pure technique, but you did roll an attack, so it's going to be double the damage roll, plus your obvious dex modifier, plus
the robotic arm. Yeah.
So roll it all together. Let's just see this gorgeous number together. So
How much health does Adriana have?
10,
can I ask?
do you want me to tell you, or would you rather me just leave it up to your imagination at this point?
Oh God.
Yeah, you know.
10d10s plus
Jesus.
16 plus, what is it, 22, 24?
Yeah, and I got a 21 extra.
Oh, 21, so
10
okay.
d10s.
Oh,
So
10
10 d10s.
oh no.
Plus 16. Oh no, this isn't good.
This is going to be everything I've ever wanted it to be.
I really didn't want it to be like this.
In fact, you didn't even say I'm gonna hold back.
Did you plan this, Joe? Is this what you wanted?
No, I didn't. And this is the funniest thing, is that I thought to myself, I'm not going to put Adriana in a hostage situation, because that would be too easy.
Can you, please tell me I haven't killed her.
So,
You wanted the animal. You've got the animal.
I
Alex.
have
Only
to be...
thing is, if
what?
no, it's fine. I'm not gonna say anything.
It was a 4, wasn't it? Because everything's... Oh wait, no, everything has a disadvantage anymore. There's no smoke screen.
That is a con disadvantage.
Oh yeah.
So I got a 4. Adrian, as the single tear goes down your sister's face and the hand is wound up,
Oh God! Oh, I really am sorry. I didn't want this.
as it comes down, you could have sworn that you saw just a fraction of something. As she closes her eyes and a second tear from her other eye falls down, as when Rakia's hand crosses her face, that is the last time you see it. As her head is just
No!
exploded.
No!
From
No!
sheer force of this slap.
Oh no!
We gotta hear this.
As
No!
on the pagoda, the brains are just splattered everywhere.
No! I didn't want this at all. I didn't want this at all. I'm so sorry. I didn't want this at all.
And for the last few seconds, the
didn't
body
want this.
stands there
Please.
and falls to the ground.
Please. Oh no! Undo. Joe, please.
There is no undo.
Joe,
There is
please.
no undo.
Please,
There
Joe,
is.
no,
There
no!
is.
Oh my God, Joe,
Is it my turn?
Joe! We
Then my-
talked about
Hey!
this.
Alex, calm your tits. It's my turn.
It is if you're still in combat, I'm going to ask you to roll me a willpower with disadvantage.
Because it's only been a minute yet.
Disadvantage. Willpower. Adrian.
Yes, but Adrian does know the one
Disadvantage.
power they have.
Willpower. Adrian.
21 bit.
You are in control of your current actions.
Well, I'm going to fix my sister. Then I'm going to destroy Rakia.
Roll me a powers.
Could I have heard this?
Yes.
28.
You burst her apart.
Oh no.
Do I have actually? Wait, I got to see. Do I have any?
Oh wait.
Oh.
Didn't
You have
There's been a rest?
you have one left because of the situation.
Yeah, I'm going to use that. Better bring her back.
Yeah, so you're just going to use the token, yeah?
Yep. I'm going to get 900 XP because of it.
Congrats.
Ah. Well, I would
Then I'm going to murder the
Hold
shit
ye
out of
breath.
I'd hold ye breath, Adrian.
it. Okay.
So,
Oh.
when the flesh begins to come back together,
Oh, please God.
as you put it back, you put back the body, you put back the clothes, you put back, everything from the torso downwards. But as you begin to do this, you do actually. I have to roll a severity check.
please God, please God, please God, please look, just say Joe, just say Joe, just say Joe. Just say that it's okay.
No.
So, after the body is entirely put back together, there is a brief moment of realization as the fact that you are able to undo previous wounds, previous attacks, previous damages. But the issue is that this particular situation is not a normal type of circumstance. Because you've never brought anyone back from the dead. You've brought people back after an immediate destruction from your own powers, but never from an attack like this. As you do so...
Good to have.
As you do so, the flesh that is splattered all across the wall begins to move back. And places her head back into full form. Her body lie there.
Oh God, I've ruined the game. I'm sorry.
Alive.
You are unsure. It is no longer your turn. It is now Rakia's turn.
Oh God. Oh God.
No, it is still my turn because I only used one action.
Did you? Oh, yes, you did, yeah.
Yeah. So I did. So is she alive?
Roll me an
No.
insight.
God, you make me... Can I not just roll perception?
You
to see?
you can roll perception or insight, either one. Investigation is also working.
15.
She's not breathing.
Oh, shit.
Okay.
I assume we if we heard anything.
I want to point out you hear an ungodly, massive splat noise. Roll me perception to see if you hear
Oh
this
fuck.
within you.
Oh no, I'm really sorry. Look, Joe, seriously, just for the sake of the game, can you just
Rakia, actions have consequences. You can't choose whether or not your actions don't have consequences or not.
But we talked about this, Joe.
Yeah, and you rolled for damage. That's just how it went. Okay, so...
I'm seriously, look, I mean, I don't want to end this like this.
Alex,
I really don't
Alex,
want to end this
Alex,
like this.
Stop. Click. So you hear the noise. It is a horrible noise. A splat of some sort. Followed with like a clash.
That sounds like a Rakia slap, right?
Yes, absolutely. But it sounds different. You've not heard one like this in either ever or in a long time.
Leave them for a few minutes, and they're already starting fights within the Kozuki complex.
What do you do?
Okay, I suppose I'm pretty damn mad with them. It literally doesn't matter what the situation is. Cloak is not a happy man.
Are you running towards them, or are you just gonna silently just judge them from wherever distance you're from?
And I try a couple of things.
What would you like to try?
How do you Wrath of Man a second?
Yeah, absolutely. Wrath of Man away.
Wow.
No, you're not feeling the wrath.
I'm not feeling the wrath.
It's just Rocky again. No reason.
It's more disappointment than rage and wrath.
Can I...
Disappointment
wrath.
of man.
Can I use disappointment of man? No, in that case, I will try... I'd try Skywall to sort of bounce between the complex and just go up to them like a disapproving uncle.
You can try. Roll the rolls. So what is it? Martial arts and finesse?
Yeah.
Okay. So it's 10 with martial arts.
Yeah.
15 plus with finesse.
Wow,
No.
it's not Cloak's day in any way.
No, not at all.
How
Two
many
natural
natural ones can I get? That's 4 already.
Jeez, man.
And I've barely been playing.
As we now come to Fletcher. Fletcher, you then hear this horrible, ungodly noise, and you start, running. As you then slide into the courtroom, you then see the flesh of what you assume is just anyone. Suddenly come back to a specific point in front of Rakia. When you get a bit closer, you realise in front of the kneeled down Adrian was actually Adriana on the floor.
Going to shake her now. Z, wake up. Wiki.
She's not responding. Rakia, it is now your turn.
Can I insight a way in my way out of this, or
You can attempt.
Jesus? I think this is official. I've ruined the Tawny campaign. I'm sorry.
You haven't ruined the Tawny campaign, regardless of whether or not she's alive or dead.
You kind of
I absolutely have. Let's not lie about this. I've absolutely
You guys have
ruined
such a narrow outlook.
I mean, straight up, yeah.
I mean, you've at least ruined Rack is either Racky or Agent's going to die now.
Okay, so
both.
Rakia, with your this is an insight, yeah. This is an insight into the situation.
Yeah. This is insight, yeah.
Well, there is a possibility of being able to calculate 14.4 million billion different possibilities, and still all of them turn up with the same outcome. And at this exact moment, with your insight in Adrian, you know one of two things is going to happen: either Adrian is going to wake up, or you're going to sleep as well for a very long time. You don't know which.
Okay. Okay. So can I ingenuity to wake up, Adriana?
Roll ingenuity to see if you know a way that could potentially wake her up.
Oh Jesus.
I'm also going to say, Fletcher, if you wish, you can also attempt to roll something. I'm going to say you could roll potentially ingenuity.
Fletcher doesn't know how to feel.
Yeah.
Fletcher is currently stunned.
Rakia,
He cannot move.
Rakia, the first instinct is to basically try and figure out your way around this. Okay, what's wrong with it? You don't exactly know what is wrong with her because you don't know, if she's just unconscious, if she's actually dead. I mean, you've never hit someone like this before and they've actually come back. Or at least you have, but only way back in the tournament. And they were immediately paradoxed out of death. And this isn't the same as that. So you're not entirely sure what is exactly going on here. You know that theoretically there are some powers that exist that could theoretically do better. For instance, there's... you remember hearing that Clefoth could do this ability. You've heard that biokinetics, or at least that's what they're called, people who can heal people. Suzaku, theoretically, has been known to heal people from death, resurrection.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna just sort of is there any biokinetic in the compound?
Okay. Cloak, roll me a perception.
Okay.
Is it okay if I roll nerve to snap out of my stun state from
Yes.
Rakia shouting that?
Roll nerve, and then I want you to roll history, but depending on how good your nerve is will depend on whether or not you roll disadvantage or not.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, disadvantage.
5. Nope.
Cloak, you
That's
hear
disadvantage on
this.
history.
Does anyone know biokinetic in the compound? You then hear this. That is the thing. What is your reaction to that?
No, I mean, it's Rack here. I'm moving towards there, as fast
I got
as
a
possible.
14.
You got a 14. You're not too sure exactly what that is. For some reason, biokinetic in the compound. No, not sure.
Brain went blank.
Brain went blank a bit. Yeah. Roll me move speed, cloak. Depending on your roll, will depending on whether or not Adrian gets a turn there.
Okay.
Yes, you run in and then you sort of skid round the corner, and you then just see the sight that is to behold, which is Rakia looking panicked, Adrian hunched over, a lying down Adriana.
She just kind of like,
I want to point out,
like
Adrian,
kind of just like
you,
shaking, like wiki.
Have you flipped her on her back now? By the way, Adrian.
I mean, yeah. I thought she was on her back already.
No. When she fell forward, she fell forward.
Yeah. Wiki.
The main interest is what's going on with Zachariah.
Zachariah is unconscious.
Don't you fucking dare! Like, just for God's sake.
Oh, good. Zachariah is fine.
just suddenly, Luke just goes, "Hey, Adrian, full-on genocide run," and then just stabs him. No.
Because that's a lot of damage.
You're next. You have to laugh, otherwise you'd cry, right? Okay, yeah, he's unconscious. He doesn't seem dead. You can see him breathing, but he's unconscious.
His cloak kind of leaves the hood over and whatnot, but kind of lifts down the mask.
Okay.
Rakia, what exactly has transpired here?
There's no time! Kinetic, please! It's gone horribly wrong!
I roll nerve to see how long Adrian will kind of try to hope that she'll just wake up before she enters a blood rage of without end.
You can roll nerve or you can roll willpower. Either one is going to be a disadvantage.
Yes. Either way, I think it'll be at least one round of wiki.
Then
Like,
punchy.
complete self-disbelief.
I want to point out, Rakia, neither you nor Fletcher are still snapping out of the
16.
situation.
Just gonna
Yeah, I'd say that's up to you.
roll. Yeah, Adrian just go like for 4 minutes, just kind of like try and shake her awake. Just wake up. Hey, you see, wake up. I saved you, see. Hey, just kind of like that for like 4 minutes.
Okay.
After those 4 minutes,
So we have 4 minutes on the clock. Here we go. Cloak, you've pulled
Please,
down
come on.
your mask. You say, "What have you done to Rakia?" Rakia, you're still freaking out, asking around about biokinetic. People are actually looking still very stunned silence. And Fletcher, you are sort of like almost like PTSD levels of just like blank staring into the abyss.
All Fletcher can see is the giant bubble of decay.
So, who's going to do what?
I guess I'll say to Rakia, on the floor.
Alright, I'm getting on the floor.
I'm gonna
Do you go
walk
prone or
up
do you just
to-
go onto your knees?
I just go onto my knees, yeah.
I guess I'm gonna walk up to Zachariah
Okay.
and try to awaken him.
How do you wish to go about doing so?
Is there any smart way to go about this? I guess.
I mean, am I going to be executed? Is this the end of my story?
We don't know yet.
Oh, cool.
could be the end of both our stories.
I guess
I
I'll
was
just
just
try and
trying to do.
lift Zachariah's head up and sort of shake him awake.
Okay. I guess you can roll strength or you can roll dex for this.
I guess I'll roll dex.
Okay. I shall roll for his survival. Natural one just dies. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, just fades out of existence.
Oh, God. I mean, I'm so sorry, everyone. I'm so sorry, everyone. I thought I had a plan. It didn't work.
Don't be sorry.
No, I am. I am
There was
sorry.
I
Everything's
choked to
gone
death
wrong.
on the dust Rakia put up in the air.
No. He just goes.
Why does it always go like this way?
I get what you're
What?
trying to go for,
Where
Alex.
am I? What's going on?
What happened, Zechariah?
The last thing my shoulder. Last thing I remember is Rakia. He then just immediately sits up. Where is? Looks over, dead eyes onto you, and immediately stands up. What the hell was that for?
Just why is no one getting a biokinetic?
What are you He then turns his head and looks over at Adrian and Adriana.
Hey. Wake up, see. I'm...
No.
Oh, you can't be dead.
No. What? He then comes
You can't.
and sits down next to you. What happened? What happened?
It's okay, she's just asleep.
Then just turns violently over to Rakia. What did you do to my sister?
Why is no one getting a doctor or anything?
Just grabs you by the back of your head as he's now finally at your level. What did I tell you? What did you do to her?
I was trying to awaken Adrian back into being a warrior again.
Well,
I hit her
you then
too
just
hard.
suddenly hear a click as I want to point out, Fletcher, roll me a nerve with advantage. And Cloak, you see this. There's no argument as to the fact that you see this now. Yeah, you
17.
You snap out of this as well just to see this. He goes, well, as you then hear a click, as his cloak comes back, he pulls out a strange-looking pistol and places it at the back, basically at the underside of Rakia's jaw. Well, I'm about to show you what happens when a bullet can change the very course of your brain.
I wish to stop this.
Cloak, do you wish to stop him wishing to stop this?
I need to know if Adriana is dead.
You can roll either...
That's kind of important to my whole thing of vengeance.
Yeah, okay, you can roll... you can roll one of two things. Do you have Insightful Will?
No, I don't. I should have, but I don't. Well, I could still roll instinct to see if there's life force.
You can still technically roll instinct to see... I'm not sure about life force, but definite movement within her.
Yeah, sort of presence, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess I'll roll that then. What is happening?
What is going on? That's the
You sense
fifth
nothing.
natural one that you've had. If these
I
were
need
dice, you'd have
compensation.
thrown them in the bin by now.
Oh.
There's no voice of reason today.
Fair enough.
I'm
Fletcher.
just. Oh, God.
In that case, can I roll willpower with disadvantage?
What, for the sake of your vengeance, Vice?
Yeah.
Okay. You're hoping for the natural one now.
No, I'm not. I just
okay.
want to know.
Okay.
But I know I'm going to get a natural 20, like 2 natural 20s now. So this is what we're going to Okay.
Okay. No, you're able to keep yourself in check.
I am still the voice of reason.
You know what's funny, right? You got an unmodified 17, but you then got an unmodified 9, plus your modifier.
It's a modified
that's then
17.
17, yeah. Okay, Fletcher, what are you attempting to do?
Rush to Rakia and Reality's Gift.
Okay, attempt to do so.
$27.
Okay, so I have to roll this first. Okay, then I have to roll this. So as you do so, you like rush towards her, grab her, and then as you do so, you become intangible. Literally the second that you become intangible, gun fires, and the bullet just goes straight through Rakia's head. If you had not been there, that would have been an injury cause minimum. You can see that he is furious. Steam is coming from his breath, and it is a summer's evening, afternoon, in fact.
What a wonderful day.
Fletcher, we need to get her to a doctor. We're kinetic anything.
I don't know if
Whisper
there's any
Adrian
around
Friday.
here.
Probably just openly crying and her like lifting her by the shoulders, kind of like crying into your chest, like you can't be dead.
It's been 2 minutes.
No, but it's gone to that point where it's like just sadness.
No, I know. I'm just saying 2 minutes.
Rage will come soon.
Yeah. No. If anything, I'm allowing you to have some context as to the time. Yeah, I'm not saying, oh, you have to do this. I'm just saying, here's the
I'm
context.
just saying that. Don't worry, it will come and it will be big.
Okay, Cloak. Sorry, what did you want to do?
That is a fair question. I mean, they haven't like moved or disappeared? Have they? They're just standing there intangible, right? Or what's going on?
I'm assuming so. Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't. Still a bit of shock, but managed to hear the click of like, not again. Rakia shouldn't be shot again.
PTSD.
It's like double PTSD. Lots of family. Rakia getting shot. Family shot.
Okay.
Can I roll a history again? Because Rakia keeps saying biokinetic.
Yes. Roll me
19!
Roll me a power knowledge.
Okay. 3.
Oh.
You remember someone had a healing ability, but you can't really remember who it was. Someone had a healing ability. Could have been in this compound, could have been in Suzaku's place, could have been on the ship. You know that there are a lot of healers. But biokinetic, that is a very specific terminology that for some reason escapes your mind.
Rakia, what did you do?
I hit her really, really hard, and then, I was supposed to, I was supposed to awaken Adrian's, warrior spirit, and she was going to hit me, and, get the points back, and everything would go back to normal, and she was supposed to, tackle me and stop me from doing it, and she didn't.
Is that what this is about?
No! Well, yes, but it was so that Adrian could get the band back from me.
Kozuki was right, you are a demon.
No, it's so that Adrian could get the points back.
This isn't
This
isn't a game. This is not a game, this is my sister's life.
It's been 3 minutes.
You took it from her. 3 minutes.
It was the only way that I could see fixing this.
What if she didn't want to be fixed? I mean, sure, I wasn't happy that the fact that she would just give up her position for the sake of just being utterly insulted by other fighters and feeling like as if she was inadequate. But we could have sat her down, talked to her, heck, had a few sparring matches, trained her, taught her, even something else, not trying to kill my sister and me.
I didn't try to kill you. I didn't try to kill either of you. It just...
Joe?
Just happened.
I'm doing a character moment right now. I'm going to roll a D2. Depending on what happens, this will either go south or it will go north.
Okay.
Six first. Clash Joe, There were people in the courtyard, weren't they? They did see my sister die, and then somewhat brought back, but not fully alive. Surely one of them would go call someone after 3 minutes.
I mean, to be entirely fair, you are unaware of what's going on. Most of you are, because you are currently in the bubble of the stuff that is happening around you.
It's okay, just in case you didn't think about it.
Oh, I thought plenty enough, mate. Don't worry about that. Don't worry your pretty little head. Fletcher. What is that one?
Things are going south.
Oh god.
Oh.
I am currently rolling for interdimensional invisibility and immediately going underground as fast as possible.
I feel like Bill, you could technically roll a reaction for this if you'd like.
Is this on your own or with Rakia?
Technically,
I'm holding her, so it immediately affects her.
So you need to
You can roll for a reaction if you wish, Bill.
touch as, or is it just the one thing?
Technically, there are a couple of things, but you know the one thing.
Fine, I'll roll the one thing, but that's not ideal for this situation.
I say the one thing, but technically, I have like 3 or 4 things that I could actually solve the situation. Technically, there's even one thing that you could do that doesn't need to be rolled.
It doesn't require a roll.
Technically, there's 2, now I think about it, since you're at level 10 now.
Oh yeah, there is that. But we're not doing that yet.
No, of course not.
But
I really liked playing Rakia.
Cool for something.
Don't say that, because you might get her a little longer.
Is this KS, or is this...
yeah, this is KS.
Okay, right. Well, in that case, it...
As Cloak lets out a huge sigh. And clicks his fingers.
As you become intangible and invisible, you go under as quickly as possible, as you say. Everyone else, like, Zachariah just screams, "No!" You then just hear Cloak just sigh and snap his fingers. As then suddenly, as if the ground was an anthropomorphic mouth, it spits out Fletcher and Rakia. Fletcher, you feel a horrible convulsing within the very being that is your body, as your powers are now suddenly gone. You are now both completely visible and completely tangible, and are back exactly where you first were. You are now on the ground in the courtyard in front of both Adrian and Zachariah.
I tried.
Is that pain, by the way, Bill? Is that
Yeah, give me a sec. One is for... so... Give me a sec. The first one is for Rakia, and the second one's for Fletcher.
Oh, okay. So, in that case, Rakia, Rakia, you are dealt 9 points of damage as your entire body convulses in pain.
That's fine.
This is my punishment. I'm okay with this. Fletcher, your body convulses in pain as you also take 17 points of damage.
We have 11 rotations, by the way.
Jeez. As you're currently on the floor, and I want to point out, Rakia, you're also suddenly feeling a lot less intelligent and a lot less wise, as also your body feels a lot less limbal. As now...
If I only suddenly now, after all this time.
As now your
after
entire...
what you just did.
Both of your entire bodies feel an incredible, intense amount of pain from your very fibre of every the very fibre of your entire being to down into the mind and soul of your entire essence. You feel a pain like no other before. As the two of them are currently convulsing on the ground, that is the 4th minute up.
Do it.
Adrian is going to very gently, very carefully lay Adriana down. Then turn. I'm assuming there's like a group in front of Rakia. The entire group of people.
No, because they're right in front of you guys. So literally, they are on the floor in front of you. Both of them. Fletcher and Rakia.
Everyone leave. Now. Except for Rakia.
Sister, they can't move.
Everyone now.
We can finally get them. We can put an end to them. As he then places the gun against Rakia's temple.
Can I attempt to command? Can I use my charisma to persuade them all? Like, leave now.
I'm gonna say you can, but everyone else. I mean, Fletcher can't move at the moment. I mean, he's not paralyzed, but he's currently unable to move until it's his turn.
Jesus. Yeah. You know what? There is the revealing campaign coming up. I just.
Wow. Who would slap someone in the head that hard? What is wrong with you?
I didn't think I'd get it naturally. Yeah, it's just like I'm just,
To be honest, the whole thing was. Let's be fair. Rakia should. The only thing Alex did wrong was forgetting to say, "I do that thingy."
Well, that's the thing. I
Hold
did.
back.
Yeah, I should have said hold back, but I thought that she could take it. But no, I just.
She had 65 health.
Oh.
And she got a 0
yeah, that was really great. Really considerate of you there.
Okay, so
I'm sorry.
just-
Well,
right,
I need to make it.
no, okay.
Sorry, no.
Okay,
Look.
we're
Okay, you know what? Just
on.
kill me.
We're gonna continue on.
I'm gonna. Yeah.
Okay.
Just continue. Just kill me. Just kill me. I'm just done.
It doesn't matter. We're all learning.
It does, though.
Right now,
It does actually
All
matter,
that matters
though.
is I got a 4. Zachariah is. He looks up at you, Adrian, tears in his eyes, and he says, "Fine, but if she is not dead, then I'll finish her myself." He then places the gun back in his holster as the cloak goes down his body again. He then stands up and walks back away from you. Cloak, do you listen to Adrian? Do you want to roll anything?
I roll a willpower with advantage.
I was going to say, you can actually roll willpower advantage, considering your thing is either vengeance or... What was the other one?
This would be my vengeance.
I'm an agent of vengeance.
I mean, quite literally at this point.
I will be an agent of vengeance. I want to be the agent of vengeance. That's what Adrian wants.
Is your vice vengeance?
My vice? No, it's pride.
Well, mine is.
You weren't here for the last session, but that's actually the revealed vice that he has.
Okay.
I'm so
24.
sorry, everyone.
Don't be sorry. Look, this was your decision. The consequence has come. There's
No,
I
no,
don't
but
have
no,
an-
it's like, I'm sorry.
I don't have
am
an issue
sorry,
with
though.
this. The players are as much a part of the story as anything else, and if you guys change a factor of the story, the dice can also
We're just playing
Come
our
on.
characters here.
playing the characters. There's no issue with this. I have
Okay.
no issue. If this ends here, fine. If it doesn't, even finer. I don't mind.
Okay.
This is absolutely fine.
So, are you not going to follow Adrian's plea of allowing them to kill Rakia?
No, he doesn't. No, wait. I shouldn't probably speak for you, but I assumed that was what you were rolling against.
The cloak's gonna stand there and kind of look over at Adrian. Also look over at Fletcher, kind of questioningly, because he doesn't know if Fletcher's gonna leave or stand by Rakia's side and say, "I'm afraid I cannot abide your request."
I can't move until it's my turn.
Yep.
He is mine to kill. Okay?
Very well, sister.
I'll leave now.
I'll
All of
take
you.
it. I'll take Adriana. He then goes to pick up Adriana. He begins to leave. Cloak stays. Fletcher is still on the ground. Prone. just like Rakia.
Pick him and go. Staring at Cloak. Like, tears run down her face, but like, such barely controlled rage.
Cloak's willpower beat your persuasion roll, I'm afraid.
No, but I'm just saying that again, just so he wants to roleplay here.
Okay.
Can I attempt Wrath of Man?
Okay. Wrath of Man! Finally!
Yeah, I guess I start glowing with that blue aura as my skin turns slightly red. I'm a member of the Shungi clan, Adrian.
I don't care who you are. You killed my sister. If anyone's going to kill her, it's going to be me. Now get out of here, or else I will fight you. I don't care what powers you have or who you are at this moment in time.
You would fight me, you would lose, Adrian.
I got to lose now. What would it matter?
What of Zachariah?
What of him?
You don't care.
Ooh.
You know him
Ooh.
barely. All that we are is for our sister, Queen. But I filled her. It's what I was made to be. Now she's gone. I have no reason to exist anymore.
Then make me take you all down.
How do you retort with that, Adrian?
Didn't hear what he said.
He said, don't make me take you all down.
Hey, you want to fight over who gets to kill her? I will do that. And I will try and make it quick. If I do.
I'm not a fighter, Adrian, but your behavior is quite despicable.
She is my everything. Now she's gone. I have nothing. I have no world. She is everything. Now go away, or else I will make you go away.
The threat's riling up in the air. What do you retort?
Actually, can I attempt to do thingy again? Emissary of Hell.
No, it's a new skill.
I guess I'll attempt Heartful Hatred and see what that does.
Okay, fair enough. More willpower.
Might work, might not, we'll see.
I've made everything consider.
Whoa! It works.
Whoa!
Hey, there's your 20.
I mean, it works, although the requirement is still 15, isn't it?
Yes, it's still 15.
Okay.
But everyone roll willpower.
Everyone
still,
roll willpower, and you have to beat a 15.
Come on. 16!
What is
Success, failure, willpower.
What is it? Is it willpower?
Yeah.
Okay. That's 4.
Raki is unconscious, still taking damage. Fletcher's unconscious.
I'm
still
unconscious.
Taking damage. Adrian,
You're
you,
angry now,
so
you
I-
feel something as the two of them just sort of like conk out, still convulsing, like as if they're having fits.
Just you and me, we can talk, or you can perish.
You going to leave and let me kill her?
I would let you kill her, but we have an issue here.
Accept or no. You let me kill her, we keep blabbering on.
You lose a family member and then claim to care not at all if the other one lives or dies.
It's gonna punch him in the face.
Okay.
I'm gonna stand there
Keeps
and take
talking.
it.
Okay, roll for a strength attack then, I guess, which you're still not even transformed, so okay.
Oh.
And you say you're
Well,
just gonna stand there and take it. Roll damage.
Can I roll a reactive hit as I take it?
I'd say
I'd say we
yes.
just take it.
I'd say yes.
Where are you punching me as well? Like square
Yes.
in the face? Yeah, good.
Okay, so yeah, I guess roll reactive strike.
Strike.
Actually, that
That's
works
high enough to
perfectly.
match, yeah.
That works perfectly. Yeah. Yep. Roll your damage as well, and
Don't you have 15 plus the reactive strike?
No.
no.
As long
just
as it's
beat your
equal
opponent.
to yours, I can receive the hit and deal one.
And if it's 5 above, that's then when he wouldn't have to take the damage. So it was only 2 above. Jeez. Okay.
Oh my god.
Adrian, you have taken 39 extra points of damage. On top of your current 51 points of damage, that brings you up to 90...
That's a gut punch as I take a punch to the face, by the way.
Fair enough. 90 points of damage in total. And... Eraser. The damage that you take is 1 point of damage.
Oh wait, I forgot to roll something. Because
Oh, yeah,
that
'cause
would
Wrath of
be
Man is-
0 damage.
Oh, yeah, well, you don't even have to roll it then, do you? Because you can't
Yeah,
get healed.
I can't get less than.
What's your
one
maximum
on-
health, by the way? I've got 143. Is it 160?
163,
Yeah,
yeah.
I thought so. What's your vitality again?
40. I think it's 44.
Okay.
46.
Okay, 46. Right, okay. So, the two of you trade blows as you get hit in the stomach, Adrian. You feel like this horrible blow as not feeling good. Not feeling good. It is now, I guess it's now Cloak's turn. Cloak, Adrian has now attempted to strike you. And actually...
Very well. I guess, do I have to roll for Wrath of Man again?
Yeah.
Okie dokie. Works.
Yep.
I okay. I might roll for. Jump up in the air and roll for need cheering.
Okay. I'll allow you to just roll for Nichirin, to be fair.
Yeah. I guess I'll aim for Adrian's sort of chest where they were once hit and then healed.
Okay, yeah, sure. As you basically see this ninja sort of do a front flip.
Natural
and-
one.
So what you're saying is I can react to this?
I mean,
Will
it
be
is,
reacting to this?
it is an attack, yeah.
You can react.
Is it, so, what happens? Does he leap in the air?
He attempts to basically do sort of a front flip kick.
Can I just more or less just build a hole beneath him? So he falls down into it, he leaps into a hole.
Yeah. You can attempt it.
How big is the hole? What's a 34? I think that's a 100-meter down hole.
It can be, yes.
I think he falls into a 100-meter deep hole.
Okay. You are now falling in a 100-meter deep hole. It is now Adrian's turn.
I'm going to close off the top of it.
Okay. Roll for that.
There you go, the top of it is closed.
Fair enough.
I will look down at Akia. She is still asleep, right?
Yeah, Bill, roll for the damages again.
Oh yeah.
This is their 10th out of the 11s, isn't it? This is
just Rakia, and then
okay. So you take 10 points of damage, Rakia.
That's Fletcher.
And then Fletcher,
okay.
you now take 9 points, which will put you up to 20.
Right, 10 points of damage for me.
Yep, you're on 20. You've taken. Actually, weirdly enough, you're both at 26 points of damage, and last time you were both at 17 points of damage.
Nice. Oh, we go together.
It depends on my Adrian acts.
So, Adrian, it is now your turn. They are unable to react. This could also be an execution, to be fair.
Yeah, you could just just execute
Going
me.
to more or less just going to one of my wasp modes to get my pincer out and then execute them.
Which one?
And which one? I'm going to execute Rakia.
No, I mean which wasp form. You have like 3, technically 4 if you count your wasp mode.
Oh, Adrian.
I'm just going to go. Oh, I'm just going to go into my.
Joe, I just realized, I'm unconscious.
Yes.
Can I do the thing now?
Yes, although you would still be nullified. Roll the d4.
A D6.
What?
Oh yeah, d6, yeah.
Time for unwavering pride!
So as you're about to sort of like transform, you then, I guess, roll for whatever transform. What transformation are you trying to go for, Adrian?
Just kill her quickly.
Hybrid. I'm gonna say hybrid because you didn't tell me which one it was.
Did say hybrid. I said hybrid mode.
Okay. I didn't hear you. So as you transform, you still need to get your pincer, and as you transform, suddenly you notice something very strange. Out of the corner of your eye, you suddenly see Fletcher raise up. His eyes are still rolled into the back of his head, but the dude is like getting up and is looking right at you.
Okay.
I'm afraid I can't let you do that, Adrian. Not as long as I still breathe, I will protect the ones I love. As I charge him with my staff.
You don't have your staff, remember?
With your fist.
Him with my fists.
Can I just grab him and throw him away?
Do you have reactive grapple?
No. I'll reactively hit him then with my non-pincer arm.
Okay. Well, you don't have a pincer arm.
Yeah. I'll just punch him. Can I go for the knockout? Actually, no, I don't react to knockout.
You can't reactive knockout, no.
No.
But you can still use reactive strike.
What have I done?
Yeah.
Well, we're getting the final battle that we always were dreamed of, but, you know... Who would have thought,
For
like,
strength,
natural one's basically screwing everyone over so horrifically?
Well, a natural 20 screwing us over horrifically.
So,
No one.
Fletcher, what are you rolling for? Is it hand-to-hand? Or is it strength?
I am rolling hand-to-hand, which I gain advantage to because I'm currently in my overdrive.
Okay.
Come on, baby, come on.
Even though you don't have super strength?
Yeah,
Nope.
because remember it's a trade. If you use a trade, it doesn't count towards the advantage disadvantage system.
Oh, does it not?
No, as in like yours against Adrian's strength is what I mean. Because you have normal strength, Adrian has super strength, but you're using your hand-to-hand modifier. So D20, 2d20s plus 2d20s plus whatever your hand-to-hand modifier is. Okay.
Oof.
That's 23.
That's enough to stop Adrian from hitting you.
Yes, it is.
As you hit Adrian with a punch, roll damage. What's your damage resistance?
Again?
At the moment, it is 16.
I have high doubts that this will even do anything.
We're a funny bunch.
It does.
I hit him with 6.
Nothing.
I'm going to grapple him and then throw him away.
Okay, roll grapple, and I guess roll whatever reaction that you wish for, Fletcher.
Never mind.
So none of my abilities work right now.
None of your
At all.
superpower abilities work, no. SPMA, superpower abilities, all of them are gone. Because
Alright, so he's rolling to grapple me.
Mhm.
Could I
Oh, that
roll
failed.
hand-to-hand to throw him instead, as he reaches towards me?
you can't roll, unless if you have a reactive throwing ability, you can't. But you can
Okay.
use hand-to-hand to reactive punch him.
Okay, I'm going to use hand-to-hand to punch him.
Okay. I just love that this is kind of the idea of just, I imagine it's sort of more like a waspy Terminator.
That is...
I want to point
24?
out, there's no point in you rolling for damage. Because your
Yeah.
maximum damage can't break their damage resistance. So at this point, you
Can I pull out my my punch daggers at any point?
you can when it's your turn, which it is now.
Okay, so I just punch him to stop him from grabbing me.
No, you can't pull them out now. You have to pull them out now as in
No,
it's your turn, not
I
fully
know.
attack.
I'm punching him with my fists, with no punch daggers, to
okay.
stop him from
So-
grabbing me.
That's my bad. I
Also,
misinterpreted it.
it's another 150 because that was a natural one.
Indeed.
So no damage. Is that my turn now?
Yep.
Alright, so I'm down to 2 turns. I pull out the punch daggers. And I go to punch.
Oh,
with
when do they
brawling.
take damage again, by the way?
I was going to do it based on the minutes, and since this hasn't been like a full minute
Okay,
yet.
yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, you're falling pretty far.
Well, it's not what it's based on. Also, I don't have to fall.
I'll get to Bill in a second, to be fair.
Punching
Oh.
directly into the gut with both punch daggers.
Okay, I'm just going to make them disappear into nothing.
I have to beat a 24. Yep.
3. They become nothingness.
What?
Do I still hit him at least?
Yes, but again, as confirmed, that does nothing.
But I'm hitting him with both fists.
Indeed, but it still does
Still
nothing.
doesn't do enough
Nothing.
damage.
Can I try to wake up or anything?
No, not yet. We now come to Cloak. Cloak, you have fallen about 30, give or take, maybe another 10, 20 meters. Anywhere between 30 and 50 meters you've fallen. You don't know because it is pitch black. What are you going to do?
Go to roll to maintain rather than man.
I'm going to say no because that thing just happened to you, so you don't have to
Yeah.
roll to maintain it yet.
Okay, I guess I'll try and skywalk.
Okay, go for it. That's 1.
Yeah.
Don't get a nat 1, don't get it.
This is unreal right now, isn't it?
It's...
Luckily, I could literally take a fall of this damage.
I
It
mean, yeah,
wouldn't do
yeah,
much.
you could. You absolutely could. So as you're falling and you're failing with that, I'll give you one last action. You've now
Kill
fallen about.
switch Adrian.
Okay, fair enough. Is that
So,
that's the end of your action?
just-
Yeah, I mean that does count as a bonus action, but I'll just say it's.
Oh no, fair enough. No, it's bonus action. I completely forgot about that.
Yeah.
Sorry, my bad. Continue with your actual action.
I guess I'll try skywalk again if I can.
Yep.
Um,
Just like that thing. Come on! Why isn't it working?
walk, damn it, walk!
As you finally find your footing in the weirdest of places, you suddenly bounce up off of the air as you suddenly propel yourself up, your entire move speed upwards by 1.
Come back.
As you've now gone up, what is it, 26, 28?
28.
Yeah.
28.
You've
Yeah.
now gone up 28 meters, you've now got about 32 more to go. As we now come to Adrian. Adrian, suddenly you feel a horrible pulse in your entire system as you feel Not only 8 points of damage fill
You
your
mean
body.
You mean Fletcher?
Adrian.
10.
Adrian?
Adrian.
Yeah, Adrian.
As suddenly your
Oh.
body becomes weaker, your entire form feels heavier as your entirety of your body feels numb to your powers. You are nullified.
Run. 8 thingies. Time units.
Bastard. I'm gonna. Even without powers, I'm going to attempt to throw. I'm going to attempt to, I guess, just like throw him again.
Roll grapple.
Throw him away.
And then obviously, Fletcher, you're allowed to react. How would you like to react?
Smacking. I'm done. Punch him in the face,
Okay.
and if I can do it again, I punch him in the gut. I'm punching you both in the face and the gut.
I want to see this kind of like Final Valley interaction, they're just slugging each other and they're super weak.
To be fair, it was going to be better until you did that.
Good. That's the whole
No, this
point.
is funnier.
This is the whole
I was
point.
going to use my super duper epic move set, but no.
Too bad.
So I'm doing double hit, so do I do one roll and then the other?
Double hit is not reactive, or at the very least you didn't state that you were trying to use double hit reactively. You just stated that you were trying to reactive strike. In that particular case, it's just a normal punch. However, they're nullified, so this is actually going to hit them and damage them. Roll damage.
6.
6 points. Yep. 106 damage in total has been taken to Adrian, as it is now Fletcher's turn. As I'm going to say, Rakia, you can now attempt to try and get back up. Cloak, can you roll for damage for Rakia? I'm going to say over the span of 2 turns, so roll it twice.
Well, this is my last turn before everything goes dark again.
Oh, okay. So, yeah, another 10 points for me. That's
So-
16.
So you've gotten an entire sum total of 43 damage in total.
So I'm at 167, yeah?
I think so.
I'm
Right,
going
so
for-
I'm rolling.
Survival.
Alright, that's good. I get a +1.
Hey.
Hey.
You do get up, or at least, well, you don't get up, but you now are no longer unconscious. You're still
Yeah.
lying down.
Ugh.
That is the end of your turn, as we now come back to Fletcher.
Double hit?
Go for it.
Natural 20!
I'm gonna attempt to parry. You never know, could work. Could get a natural 20.
No.
No.
Roll.
The power of love!
Well, roll 4d6s and then plus. What's your strength modifier?
It is +3.
Do you have Brawler level 3?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, so it'd be 4d6s plus 6.
I did 19 damage!
Nice.
Are you proud of me, Rakia?
See, I... don't really know what to say at that point.
As we now come back to Adrian. Adrian, it is now your turn.
Fletcher finally passed out again.
Not until my next turn.
Not until, yeah, I was going to say. not until
It's
the next turn.
fading, though.
Do I have my bag of weapons on me?
I don't see why you wouldn't.
I'm going to take out my Deletarium lance.
Okay, upon doing so, I'm going to ask you to roll me a dexterity, considering that you're doing this in front of not only one, but technically 2 opponents at this point. Considering Rakia got a freaking 19 on survival. Okay. You two are allowed to react to this particular endeavour. Fletcher, how would you like to react?
I would like to karate chop him in the throat.
Hurt in the throat, but fair enough.
Yeah. Well, I said them, so...
He said
Yeah.
him.
Did I?
What up?
Yeah, he said him.
Poor Adrian. Not poor Sam,
Aiden's
poor Adrian.
going to shoot Theridian in the throat using martial arts.
Okay. That definitely beats your roll, but does it beat it by 5?
It does, because it's +7.
Yes. No. Wait.
13 plus
Wait.
7 is
4.
21. So it's not. It only
No.
beats by 4.
No, it only beats by 4. So you can damage them, but it can't stop their action. But Rakia, you're allowed to have a reaction as well, but whatever you do will be disadvantaged due to the fact that you're still prone.
Okay.
Unless if you just want to get up during this time.
I'll just get up, I think.
Alright, roll Dex. Which is obviously without all your fancy super mods. I think it's only with +8 instead of +16.
Oh yeah, because I've still got that. Yeah, because
You got racial bonuses that help you.
Is that disadvantage or just regular?
No, it's just regular.
Oh bloody hell! Of course.
You're standing back up and proud. Okay. Roll
So is
for
that,
damage.
do I get the XP for that as
Yes,
well?
yeah, yeah.
Is that?
Uh,
Oh my god,
Fletcher,
ridiculous!
roll damage upon
Utterly
hitting
ridiculous.
Adrian, what would you like to do during your turn?
At this point, does Fletcher go down?
No, he doesn't go down because it's still your turn. I want to point out, though, Fletcher has run out of... By the way, that's +3 as well, so that's actually 10. Fletcher can't actually roll for reaction now because that he used a reaction during one of your actions.
I'm going to stab him in the... I'm going to stab him with my lance.
Is this for damage, or is this for...
What's for damage?
Okay, not an injury then, okay.
I mean, either way, I can't react to it.
True.
Other people could react, I think.
Rakia now can't, because she already used her ability
yes.
to get up.
+7 plus 2d6.
Plunge it into the chest! Salt the wound!
I was going to say salt the wound, damn it.
Rip the flesh! Salt the wound!
You're in 41 in total. Yeah, so you sort of stab him both, using both hands on the lance, because... Actually, no, what is your normal strength? I've completely forgot. Oh, yeah, +5, yeah.
+5.
Yeah, you can one-hand it. Yeah, so as you sort of, like, just plunge it into him. As it's now Cloak's turn again, and Fletcher is now just drops off into unconsciousness. Cloak, you are currently moonwalking or skywalking upwards. Roll me again to continue Wrath of Man.
This is gonna look really weird once he gets to the surface.
Yeah, but it has to actually break through the wall first.
Yeah, he does
remember?
have to break through that.
He has to break through the wall of dirt.
This is Cloak we're talking about.
Yeah, to be fair. Okay, Wrath of Man is still going. You still have about 32 meters to go up. I guess, are you going to use Skywalk?
Don't fall. Fall down again. Let's have a good fight. Let me kill them all.
Hello, we can hear you now.
Yeah,
Hello, welcome back.
Couldn't hear me. Give me a sec.
Yeah,
Can people hear me now?
Yeah.
Cool. Okay, yes, I suppose I will have to skywalk.
Okay, roll for it.
Thank God he falls.
You begin
This is very intriguing to me.
You begin to fall. Yet again, you have one last action left. What would you like to do with it?
This is actually kind of unbelievable, huh? Six now.
That's 8 now. That's 8 natural ones. 8 natural.
that is just the worst. This is the worst day of my life. Official. This is.
The one person who could theoretically
everything's gone
save
wrong.
everyone from killing everyone is currently underground. A lot more than 6 feet as well.
Well, I guess I can always try again, huh?
Yeah.
Rakia loses both her friends and her life.
Okay, this is broken dice, but
What is
Wow.
even going
Well,
on?
revealing the campaign, the revealing campaign, everyone. We're gonna get this next week, and it's gonna be great. Yeah.
You know what? You know what's going to be funny is everyone's going to turn up tomorrow, or even the next session, and it's just going to be like Felix is just going to be on his own, and it's just going to be that moment. It's like, anyway, so here's your roaming gang of extra friends. What happened to everyone else? We don't talk.
there
about
is no
everyone
one else.
Sorry.
You have no
Jesus,
more
listening.
friends.
I'm not. Actually, why am I apologizing?
Yeah,
So
don't
is there
apologise.
another-
Don't apologise for other people's actions.
Is there another dice
did
that I
this for
can
you.
use? Because this is getting out of hand.
It's for you.
Okay, so you are now falling another 10 meters. So you've fallen now 20 meters throughout this point. So you've gone from 32 meters down of this thing to now 52 meters down. So you're now more than halfway down in this 100 meter bit. And we go now to Rakia. Rakia, it is now your turn. And
Is he out of range yet?
I don't even.
Is he out of range of
think
his
he has.
powers? Like
That isn't a
no,
range,
there
buddy.
isn't a range
He
for it.
doesn't have a range. You're now you're permanently gone.
There's no range
So,
for this particular
might as well.
ability.
Does he have to see us then?
No, not at all.
I'm just
You
gonna.
really don't.
You
Well,
know,
it's because you don't
Why do you
understand
think
the
nullification is gone?
Do you want to tell them what MC stands for?
No, I'm never gonna tell.
Okay, fair enough.
yeah.
Characteritis.
Well, this has gone. I don't.
I'll roll for Raki's damage as well, Bill.
Oh yes.
This is.
Luckily,
well,
Racky has a bunch
you know
of
what?
health, so this won't do much.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
like
this way,
chip
but and you
damage.
know, I'm just straight up gonna run away.
Why is it that Fletcher takes the
so-
most damage? Of course.
Okay, if you want to attempt to run away, you have to then have to roll move speed, and in that case, Adrian, you're allowed to
Oh,
roll
hold
for an
on.
attack.
Do I have my powers back yet or no?
No.
Nope.
No.
No.
How long have they got?
It was originally 8.
Okay, so they've got another.
See, I'm not even gonna run away because I'm
Yeah.
gonna run away with Fletcher.
No,
so
that's
I
my
don't know what
powers
happens.
more than one round ago. Been a couple of rounds.
What are you
Yeah,
gonna-
hold on,
are you gonna-
I don't think it has actually because I've just been falling in.
Yeah, you've just been falling.
Yeah, I know. I'm doing. Yeah, I know it's past the time. I know. I'm coming. Hold
Oh,
on.
okay. Oh, yeah. Sorry, I forgot. Alex said that they were going to have to head off.
Oh,
Sorry about that, Alex. I just realised. Yeah, you said that you were having to head off at
Yeah,
9.
I have to go.
No,
yeah,
that's fine,
I
that's fine.
absolutely have to go now.
Alright.
Look, I just the only thing I really want is to get Fletcher out of the situation. You know,
It
I
helps,
don't care what
if it
happens
helps,
to
Adrian
Rakia.
doesn't care about Fletcher. He's just in the way. He just
All I'm
wants
gonna
to kill you.
ask then in that case, Racket, roll move speed, and then Adrian just roll a reactive attack, and then we'll just see whose roll is higher at that point. Then we'll go from there. Yikes.
Off.
Medium.
And then Adrian. I mean, you
Literally
do-
can't beat. I literally can't beat that again. Oh, again.
Unless
again, that
you-
was one.
yeah.
Right. Well, I guess we're pretty much guaranteeing that Rakia is not leaving this combat zone then.
Look, just kill me. I need to go. I
on.
really do.
Head off, head
I'm
off.
sorry.
Sorry, Alex.
All right, we'll find out what happens later. I'm very sorry, everybody. I'm sorry for literally
Don't worry
everything
about
that
it.
has
Just
happened.
head off.
you know.
Head off.
Dude,
'Cause-
fuck.
It is. All right,
Apologise.
I'm
Don't
off.
This is
apologise.
entertainment.
Take care.
Okay, bye.
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 Take care. Have a good night.
So,
Oh, that's that over with.
I'm going to say, in this particular regard, because there is also... Rakia is running towards Fletcher. Their back is turned to you. When you get that natural 20, you actually knock Rakia out. Rakia is now unconscious. As that particular point is, it is now your turn.
I'm going to run them through. I'm going to execute them. I'm going to more or less just... pretty much just kind of push them onto their front and then stab the lance through their chest.
Okay, fair enough. Roll strength. Or lance proficiency. Either of the two.
In either way, it's both.
I think lance proficiency might be.
Well, you do stab into them, but it is not high enough to cause an execution.
Yeah, what do I need to roll to get an execution?
I'm going to say 20.
Higher than that.
I'm going to say minimum 20, considering. So you do stab it into them. It is now the turn of Cloak. Cloak, you are still falling. You can roll for Wrath of Man.
What's happening?
Also
These
just
rolls are outrageous.
I've also just realised you're also going to need to roll for the damage of Adrian because you forgot about it this turn.
Well, Wrath of Man works, so that's something. Adrian takes, I believe, 7 damage.
7 points of damage, as again you feel that horrible pain, Adrian, as you take another 7 points of damage.
Okay.
Oh my god. Okay, let's try this again.
If you get an actual one, I kind of feel like I need to give you a token just because it's just like, and I'm sorry token at this point.
I feel like you should be dead by now. You've fallen for so long.
I keep jumping back up though until my rolls screw up.
There they died.
There we go.
And they died.
Right, so you jump up about 28 meters. You've now gone 28 meters up. You're about
That's over halfway.
34 meters left.
No, it's not 34, it's 24.
Oh, sugar, yes, yeah.
Because you fell 20 feet, remember?
Yeah, it was
52 at the
52,
point.
52, yeah, so 52, yeah, minus 20 is 24. Right. I need to get up there.
Again, roll for it, I guess. Unless if you want to try to cling to something so that you don't fall if you fail.
I need to burst through like a revenant or something, right?
Smack into the earth.
What is going on? Another natural. That's your 9th natural one. No, 10th natural one because you got 2 in that. Damn. Okay. Well, you're now 38 meters falling down. As it comes to Adrian.
Hey, I'm going to go once again for the kill.
Roll for it.
Can I ask? Can I have advantage if I line it up? If I use both actions to ready myself for the
Wait, would
one
Raki
smack?
be trying to stop this one?
No, because
Raki is
Raki's
unconscious.
now.
No, she's unconscious.
Yeah, due to the natural 20. Yeah.
And she's prone, so she's already knocked out. So I would get advantage surely to stab her in the chest.
Wouldn't be no, because you're trying to perform an execution, not just a basic
Yeah.
attack.
Not
An
an
execution's slightly
advantage.
She's prone. She's unconscious. What
Yeah.
better way to execute
This
someone?
is exactly this is the mechanic. Sorry, if you wanted an advantage, go for an attack.
I won then.
There you
Fine.
go. There you go.
Dead.
Bloody hell. Such
Dead.
a prima donna. Yeah, so as you go for it, it's like stab. Rakia is now in fatal moments as you then just feel something important burst as you're stabbing into it. Blood is starting to gush out. As we now come back to Cloak, roll for that damage. And then Wrath of Man. And then whatever your action is going to be.
This is actually obscene at this point.
Oh my gosh, okay, so... Yep, you've taken another 10, so that now puts you at 152 damage.
Wrath Man ain't playing ball today.
No, and you're now falling again.
That's fine.
And you can always roll Wrath of Man and then try and do the other ability again.
I think at this point you might as well just try and grab onto a wall.
Yeah, I mean...
Right.
Yeah. I feel
Okay,
like
we've
we'd
got this
be
Wrath
even
Man.
more...
Wrath Man is alive!
It lives!
It
Does
lives!
he fly?
Can he
Are
bounce?
they ready to flip or they go? Are they ready to fly?
A double jump. Here's the real question.
Why did I quote Robot Wars?
What is his power?
Robot Wars is
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Or is to fall, then jump, and then...
This is!
No!
Jesus!
Oh my gosh. So,
This is
okay.
impossible
At
at
this
this point, I would
You're
say.
cursed.
At this
I'm
point,
sorry, I would say.
You are hurtling towards the ground at this point. You've used up both of your actions. You're now falling at 30, then 30 again. So that means that you were about... I'd say... So it was 28... Because you lost the 10 from that first failure. Then this obviously, because you're falling about 30 meters per certain amount of seconds. You're then falling again. You're now at 98 meters. So in other words, if you don't perform if you don't perform a correct action in the next turn, you are going to take all that fall damage, which is 100 meters. So
It's not that bad, though, to be honest. I can take that easy.
technically, I could be nice and say that it's the other set of amount of meters based off of your last jump, but to be honest, I feel like at this point, we need to give some form of a win to the pit, since it seems so desperately wanting you.
It turns out he's actually tagged into a gravity well.
Isn't this the irony? If you die to gravity and you didn't even get to face Talos, the Lord of Gravity.
Turns out that's where Talos is. He's underground.
Good God.
In this exact spot.
He
He's
is
just totally
the
wing
true god of gravity at this point. So,
Got
Adrian.
dropped into a hole.
Adrian,
is
it is now your
is
turn.
Rakia dead?
Rakia is dying. If you would wish to complete this act, you can do so again.
Well,
Again, you need to get a 20 or above for this particular thing to be finished off.
Am I allowed to roll survival yet?
You can attempt to do so, but you've been knocked...
at least hurdle her ability to get out of fatal moments.
well, she is not getting out of fatal moments because she can't roll to help herself. So someone else would have to get her out of fatal moments by healing her in some way, shape, or form.
Okay.
Fletcher, you're allowed to roll survival once.
We just stop. We're gonna kill.
Can I roll-
Kill her. Just let her die.
Can I roll survivalist, or is
No,
it
just
straight survival?
Straight survival or endurance.
Do it, Fletcher.
I'm gonna say.
14.
I'm gonna say. Yes, but you're still nullified, and that's 3 rotations of damage that you now have to take from Bill's ability. So, Bill,
Is it
roll for that.
Ouchie,
Yeah, it's been
ouchie.
3 now. Yeah.
Just gonna roll. No, it's not too bad.
I guess it's
Cheers, mate!
18 in total, so that puts you up to 59. Okay. You are now back up. Adrian, Fletcher, you're looking each other square in the face. This is gonna happen in the next action, as we now go back to Cloak. Cloak, you have about 2 meters left. You have a split-second decision to make. You can contain, obviously, Wrath of Man without doing this, but obviously if you fail it, the next action is going to be the most vital action that you could ever perform.
Okay. Yes. Yeah, no matter what, I will survive. So, is there any chance that I can throw my rope dart and then spin around and use the momentum to launch myself back upwards?
No.
Yes.
Hi.
Because he
So I'm
has
so
that
damn
use,
fast.
he has that usage style, doesn't he? He has get over here.
I'm coming over there!
Oh yeah, I'm
He's
coming over.
flying so far down at that speed. He'd be Gwen
He's got
Stacy.
super dexterity of +8.
He'd be Gwen
He's
Stacy.
one Rakia away from having max super dex. He's one nullified Rakia away from max super dex.
I'm coming over there.
Okay, yes, that's enough. And now the second one. That is so close. 16 is so very
Close enough.
seat of the pants close. And then
And natural one, obviously.
please no, please no, please no natural one. Come on.
I'll seek an exorcist.
At this point, yeah, I feel like at first we were considering it to be hate criming, but at this point it's just specifically targeting at this point.
Yeah. Bill's gone anyway.
Board.
Oh, is he just? Oh no, his Discord.
Oh, yeah, I just noticed that!
I guess we'll.
It's like the ice bot just takes up dartboard. It's like, who am I going to mess with today?
Oh no! Oh no!
Oh, Bill!
Oh no, that works, by the way. I just
What's-
thought I'd let you know.
What's the roll?
Hi there.
It's 16 and it requires 15.
No, but isn't it a usage style?
Yeah, but I haven't finished yet, have I? I've got
Yes.
to roll the next
Oh,
one.
We're not waiting.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah, that succeeds, but then you have to roll for the second one. That's what I mean.
Acrobatics!
Yep. So now you launch yourself using the dagger, which is up to 5 meters range plus your original move speed range. So you now launch yourself up 33 meters up into it. So you're now 32 meters up. So technically 35 meters up because of the extra 2 that you had. You now have one action left.
Is there any way I can use the usage tile again?
You can. I was also going to say, before you do that, don't forget to roll Adrian's damage. At this point, I think you've got 3 more rotations, Adrian.
Yeah, it's not long. But Adrian hasn't got that much health left.
No, absolutely not. Okay. Jeez, 164.
How much health
over
we
time.
got there, Adrian?
About 6.
70 health.
6.
Well, Adrian's done then.
So, it's at least my turn to start off before they.
Give me a sec.
He has to roll. He has to roll again. That 35 meters distance. Can he make it? Can he make it back up?
Let's go!
He's making it back up as he launches himself another 33. He's now cleared it. He's now gone up to 68 meters off of that horrible pit. He's only got a few more left to go, but will he do it? Will he do it? We don't know. Adrian, it's now your turn. Standing in front of
21. Oh, come on!
Oh, you're continuing to do it. Okay.
How much? I just an execution, not kill them.
Oh no! This is finished now. This is pretty much finished. Like, you needed 2 more successes, or you needed just 120 success to actually finish off an execution.
Is she dead?
If
Yeah,
you had an execution move, it'd be different. But...
Like, you legitimately, like, as you're doing so, like, just the last bit of blood just flies out of her mouth as, like, breathing stops, and that's that. In front of Fletcher. Fletcher, it is now your turn.
Well, I'm actually conscious rather than in the ability, so
Still
I'm going to roll. I know, I'm just going to roll a d20 for pride.
It'd be willpower, by the way.
Oh, willpower? Okay. Plus 4.
Nada. You have no
No.
pride.
Okay. Fletcher just walks over to the side of Rakia and weeps. He has lost his loved one.
Okay. Adrian. What do you do now?
I'm going to take out Legendary Blade.
Take out Stingbane.
Stingbane.
Yep.
And stab myself in the chest.
What?
I told you this would happen if Adriana ever died.
Yeah, you knew this, Joe. He only lived for the Queen.
Yeah, I told you that
She only lived
I
for the
lived for
Queen.
the small bit of
no, fair enough. Roll strength.
He hasn't got enough strength left.
Can I roll advantage, considering I'm trying to kill myself? And
No.
I'm doing...
No,
Okay.
the human the body will always live.
Fortitude.
Okay.
Fortitude.
Come on! Oh,
No.
God damn it!
Okay, so you begin to pierce yourself with it.
Wait,
Do you
can
need
I use my apostle skill to re-roll?
No.
Instead of I cannot
work
die,
like
I can
that.
definitely die.
No. Right, moving on. As it's now Cloak's turn. Roll for the damage, I guess. Again, Bill.
Yeah, we'll see.
Trust me, you'll get what you want. You'll get what you want soon enough,
Perfect.
because you are now unconscious, and as that happens, I now have to roll a severity check.
Oh.
Okay.
Not too bad.
As you're trying to stab yourself, you then feel another convulsion, and then suddenly the sword falls out of your hands as you then fall back. Not forward, but you fall back as your back then hits the ground as you are now lying unconscious on the floor. Cloak.
Can I roll? Can I roll in my unconscious dexterity to fall onto the pike to my lance?
No.
Oh.
That's not how it works. Fletcher. Sorry, Cloak. Roll. It is now your turn.
Okay.
Whose turn? Try not to die, Cloak. I can't lose everyone.
Damn it. Damn it, Wrath of Man.
Wrath of
Why do you
Man.
do this? Hero says,
And we're
"No."
gonna spend another 30 years of just trying to get Cloak up this bloody shaft.
It'll take Cloak, like, seriously months to get out of here.
I feel like at this point, if you fail an endurance check, which you will have to roll at the end of this, but if you fail an endurance check, it's just that point of you're just too tired and just fall to your death.
That's the thing. Who knew Cloak, his one weakness was a bloody shaft?
Okay, alright, moving on forward from that particular
I'm
phrase.
freezing.
You know what I meant.
Cloak,
I know.
what would you like to roll?
Well, I'll try again.
I mean, you can try to continue going up, or you can try a Wrath of Man.
I guess I'll try Wrath of Man.
Here we go. It works with a lovely 23, but now, will you get what you've been needing to get?
I'm coming over there.
So you're now, instead of 68, you're now 58 meters up, due to the fact that you used an action to get Wrath of Man. Use I'm coming over there. Here we go.
Close enough. Oh, yes!
Ting!
I would say
As you
just
then
hold on to the rope.
launch yourself up again, as you have now launched yourself up another 33 meters. So you went. So it's 58. You've now gone up from 58 meters to now 91 meters. You're now 91 meters up.
We're so close.
As it's now Fletcher's turn.
Do I
Fletcher.
roll Fletcher's damage again then?
Yeah, roll for Fletcher's damage. Fletcher, you are currently holding the corpse of your beloved master, and you feel the pain convulse through your body again, both physical and emotional.
What is happening? What is going on? What am I fighting?
I just realised what it is. It's just basically deadly nully hiccups.
Did I perceive Adria and trying to kill herself?
Yeah, no, you definitely saw that because it was right next to you.
Do you need a hand?
I mean, they're unconscious.
I don't suppose the pit is still open, or
No,
I
no,
wouldn't know
it's
what the pit is.
yeah. That's one of the other obstacles poor Cloak has to deal with.
Try to say next week it's a revealing campaign.
No.
Am I still nullified?
You're still nullified.
Yes.
I think you've got a couple more minutes than Adrian. I think Adrian has like another minute or two. Technically, this has been the second minute, so it would be one more minute after Cloak's next turn for Adrian.
Can I? Considering Adrian just wants to end them herself. Can I just assist by slitting her throat?
With what, pray tell?
Her sword.
Okay. You go to pick up the sword.
Mm-hmm.
It feels heavier in your hands than you thought it would be. As you now look over at Adrian, the unconscious Adrian, the once great paladin and knight. So you take it in for a second of how such an innocent mistake has now become such a horrifying bloodbath between what were once friends, potentially family. Roll me a willpower.
The worst part is I could have stopped this. Didn't
I
you?
could have stopped this if I wasn't sent down a hole.
You're currently...
You didn't even know the plan. You didn't know the plan was going on, Bill. Fletcher did.
Your current situation is that you're still, even though that you're upset and you understand what happened with Rakia and you understand why Adrian did what Adrian did, and even though that you're also like, I can understand your despair, you just can't do it. You can't put that blade to Adrian's throat. Something in you just can't do it.
No, it is not my task to do. As much as I want this, they were still my ally, and it's their choice.
You then hear a voice behind you. You are indeed a good warrior.
Oh.
Do you turn around?
Yep. I recognize that voice.
It's Kozuki.
Oh. I'm sorry.
I do not know what has happened here, but it is not my place to particularly tell people what they can and can't do when it comes to their own people. And this is horrifying, to say the least. It is also a grand shame. Zachariah tried to fill me in with what was going on, but he seemed too distraught.
I know that feeling too well.
Why can I feel a strange pounding down beneath my feet?
Fletcher quickly observes his surroundings. Eraser!
The cloaked one is still underground?
Yes, and right now I have nothing I can do. He nullified me when I chose a moment of weakness.
Very well. Click. You are still attempting to climb back up. Roll me, I guess, another whatever you want. I guess roll to keep Math Man, and I guess also roll for more damage for Adrian, I guess, although it doesn't really matter at this point. No, Wrath of Man.
Hang on.
To kill her.
Adrian.
Adrian will have to kill herself. No one will do it for her.
One Wrath Man. Come on, you've got this Wrath Man. Mm-hmm.
Do it. Yes!
You do have this Wrath Man.
I believed in you all along,
I
Wrath of Man.
can't lose everyone, but I can't lose everyone.
I'm coming over there.
Roll it again, I guess. That's one. Success. Come on.
Please don't die, Cloak. I don't want to have to lose half.
You finally get up.
Remaining family.
You finally get up as you then sort of feel a thud right at the top as you hit the top. At this point, Kozuki places his hand over and then just sort of breaks the entirety of this hole open as then sort of you're lifted out on clouds of the rubble. As the floating chunks bring you back up and place you back down as they then eventually fill back in the hole. You are exhausted. Roll me endurance to see if you have exhaustion or fatigue. Which will be long term rather than short term.
Or a natural one and pass out.
Okay, you are fatigued. Most of your abilities now will require a disadvantage.
I leave you for a few minutes and you start a massacre.
Not me. It was Rakia's idea. But it's over now. She's dead and Adrian will follow her sister.
I wouldn't be so sure about that.
I saw her put the sword to her chest.
You then hear a slide to the door behind you. Hello, my friends. Oh. I'm ever so sorry to have troubled you. I didn't mean to, intrude. You see this man, he is donned in beautiful sort of robes. They're both silver and gold and in certain areas white and red, almost as if they're sort of showing of the sun. He has sort of long hair that's sort of been tied into a sort of a knot, but some of it's still going down, golden locks, sort of orangey red eyes, and he has the most calm and like, absolutely untouched face. He has a single sword by his side, and he is standing at around about, basically, 6 foot. Now, perhaps we can discuss exactly what is going on here. But first of all, Kozuki, I brought exactly who you wanted me to bring. Come on. Aha! It has been a long time, my friend! What has gone on here? As you can see, it is Suzaku.
Yep.
And that
Suzaku!
is where we shall end this session.
Damn it, Joe!
To be fair, I don't think we're going to come back from this as a team.
What is wrong with you people?
I don't think we're going to be friends after this. I would just end it in high. Like after a breakup like this.
I think
the Beatles had
we
less
have,
than they.
I think we have a perfect opportunity to see exactly what could come from this. But of course, we shall have to see next time in the Crucible of Avarice. Thank you very much for everyone who is listening. And of course,
Damn it, Joe!
when things go awry or things go off rails, just remember, your players decided this. Thank you very much for listening, and have a wonderful night.
I feel nothing.
Ciao, ciao, for now!